What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, and tag team champion of the goddamn world, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers.
And I'm your host, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, almost ready. I should have started OnlyFans with my new scar.
Yuck.
Matt Cardona. Can you see? Can we do a little zoom in there?
Oh, it's pretty gross.
Bros, we're going to get demonetized, I think, because of the gore.
That's a problem.
It ain't pretty, folks. I got the bandage off today. Right now, you see I'm not in a sling. I still have to be in the sling, but it's too hard for the pod. Just like last week was a fucking disaster.
You're dedicated, dude.
I'm keeping my arm where it needs to be. Like, it's still down. But I just took my first shower today in weeks, without having to, worry about it getting wet. Unbelievable! Yeah. I miss a fucking shower.
Good.
Well, Jordan Grace said now you finally have something to practice on. That's what she said on Twitter.
Oh boy!
Onlybroskis.com.
That was not what I said. I said all I said. First of all I said was caption this.
Ew.
Yeah.
All around gross, but thanks.
I'm hoping it kind of goes down a little bit.
I was gonna say, there's been plenty of guys with pec injuries. You don't see scars like that, so that's gotta.
Yeah, that's like a Booker T
subside.
Backstar.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so. Fuck, look at my body. I can't do this.
It's gonna go.
I might do that Luke Gallows chest tattoo.
Call Power Town, call Super 7. There's going to be some updates to your figure, bro.
Oh,
it's
my
just not
God.
going to be accurate.
Unbelievable, folks.
Well, boys, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer, and this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
10%, baby.
It's a dry Ringside week for me, but the hits are going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. Where
we like to call it the calm before the storm.
After a banger.
The calm before the storm. When it's quiet from Ringside. Because when it comes.
Oh, when it comes, baby. Follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review. Not just any review, but a major review. You get a little prize key. Mark, you going to put it on the screen? You going to put it on the screen so I can read it? Or got to go off my phone?
Well, I actually didn't get the review one.
This is the new thing, huh?
I did not get the review one.
I sent them all to you, pal.
This is the new thing.
Mark, we already have a Botchamania first week.
We have a Botchamania here.
First week.
I see it.
Oh, now.
Here we go.
Oh, how did that get there?
There it is.
Isn't it? that
Am I going to read it or are you going to put it on the screen?
Clip from,
I can't even read that. Jesus Christ, Mark.
Oh, no.
This major review is from Dot Barisha, who I know for a fact Dot's been around forever.
Yes.
Because that name sticks out. Don't know if Spotify reviews for each episode count, but here's my major review. He says, I love the show. It's informative, and it makes me happy to listen in on conversations about the figures I enjoy.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much. You'll be getting your prize key. And guys, if you haven't gotten your prize in the past couple of weeks, listen. When I DM you and I say sent, it's just like for me to know, like it's already been filled out, right? It's just sitting there, and I wait till I have enough of them, and then I drop them off. So just because I said sent doesn't mean it's actually sent. You know what I'm saying? It's more for me. But if I said sent, it's packaged, and you will get it eventually.
Excuse me, Matthew, I have a question. Why don't you just put them in your mailbox and
I have since bought books of stamps because I didn't know you can get those on Amazon. And I'm just going to do them first of all, I don't have a mailbox at my house. I can't just it's not just like going outside.
Come again?
It's not just it's like there's a mailbox facility where I live.
Oh, like when we lived in Prestone Creek.
Yes,
okay.
yes. So it's not like, I'll just walk out the front door and put them in.
That. You don't have just like a guy outside?
No. I mean, if it's a package, they'll just drop it off at my house.
Right, I got you.
Like, I'm not going for the letter. Fuck, who's doing fucking letters these days? You know what I'm saying? It's only junk mail anyway.
Okay.
And Chelsea's WWE check. And I got my AEW check this week. I got paid.
Nice,
Big
dude.
money. Tony Khan, thank you so much for that check. I needed that.
Donation to the surgery.
Oh, my God. It basically paid for my surgery. So thank you, Tony Khan. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Also, guys, Ringside Collectibles. Every single week, there's a giveaway courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Just find our pinned post on X. And did you see Elon Musk was asking, do you guys prefer X or Twitter? I'm kind of used to the X.
No, it didn't stick for me.
What do you think, Mark? You're the deal breaker here.
I know. I hate that they changed it.
Every week that you've said it since the change, I noticed.
I mean, WWF to WWE. Right. You know what I'm saying? Get the F out. Get the bird out, pal.
Here's my official take on it. I think X is better. However, I am probably not going to say it for years. I still say Twitter, and I'm probably going to, and I don't care that I do. However, business-wise, going forward, I do think X is better.
I can't put up Chris Grocock's comment because it's so true. No, not that one.
Bro, he takes a pile of 200 elves to the post office.
That's true. And it's not even the post office, it's going postal. So, I have to buy the stamps and they put them on. So, it's so less work for me.
What the fuck?
It's the best. Because I don't live by a post office. Damn. Anyway, last week, the prize was the Sammy Guevara Ringside exclusive. All you had to do is find the pin post and repost it. Mark, do you have the winner or do I have to say the winner?
Yeah, it's right there. Steve Wetzel.
Steve Wetzel.
Wetzel's Pretzels.
You win. Congratulations. We appreciate you. This week is a good prize. Defining Moments, Bret Hitman Hart,
Beautiful
Ringside exclusive. All right, guys. Patreon.com/MajorWPod or MajorMarks.com. Guys, this is the fan club, the community, the subscription service. Every single week, we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
First time in the line, Brian Salat and the classic superstar, Eric Wheeler.
Wow. Thanks, man. You get this podcast early and ad-free. There's so many different tiers. You have access to the Facebook group. The Hard Foundation up gets a card. We don't have the April card shipping yet. It's only May. It's not even May yet as we record.
It's not even May yet as we record. So yes, no, it's not. But it's ready to go.
We're on target. We're on target.
Getting enveloped up, but we're still waiting for the signed version because Brian has it, right?
Yes.
Okay, but guys,
Brian will be bringing it to somebody.
It's a little bit of a stoogey report, but okay.
We have big news about the ultimate gifts. The January and April have shipped yet or not yet?
So the January is, I think, out as I'm saying this.
Okay.
The February, March, and April gift is not out because April is not done.
Complete.
Because theoretically somebody
got it.
But
sure.
that is
if you're watching right now, if you're watching now, you're an ultimate. You're already getting the card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you
tell a
just
friend
joined
and
this
they
month,
get signed up today. Yeah. So we have 2 bonus pods.
But actually, to pitch this,
okay,
this is important. Couple things. As far as the gifts go, from now on, the ultimate gifts, which in the past, let's talk about them a little bit. We gave a cooler, a Major Pod cooler. We gave a sick print that one time.
Hal Haney art print.
Pillowcase.
We gave a pillowcase that
finger.
my daughter is her main pillowcase. These have been really cool gifts. People are really into it. But we changed it a little bit. So you need to be an ultimate for the entire quarter. Okay? So that means that next month starts the quarter. So May, June, July.
Right.
If you would like the gift that's going to be shipped out the end of July, you must be ultimate for May, June, and July.
That's to avoid the people that were manipulating the system. Sorry.
Manipulating the system, popping in for the 1 month, and then we were getting dogged
I don't mind to do that.
International shipping. That's fine in the past.
It's rough.
They did it correctly.
And other shit, it's just got rough.
They played by the rules.
They played by the rules.
Right. Our mistake. It's been corrected.
Exactly.
I think the fans are really going to like the upcoming ones, and I'm working on a good one that will be for July, but will hopefully be in your hand by August.
Sweet.
So, because that will be our 6-year anniversary. Can you believe that?
Right. It's
Also-
going to be a like a movie style decal of Broski's armpit scar.
Also, to be forthright, we already have in hand the gifts that were for this quarter. So as soon as this month is over, they will be going out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now,
Oh, the Pogs. That was a great one. Says,
Pogs are great one too.
Yeah.
So let's pretend this is May, because when this comes out Friday, it really is May. So there will be 2 new bonus pods. We already recorded one. It was a awesome legal conversation / Q&A with the other famous professional wrestling lawyer, Michael Dawkins.
Right. I told you guys I knew all of these answers.
Yeah,
but
we just had Mark
sit
sit back,
Yeah.
have a cup of coffee, listen, because we knew he knew all the answers, but we wanted to hear it from Dawkins.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't put it over enough, but there's also nothing I could say to put it over, because you need to hear it yourself to know just how unique and interesting of a conversation
and
it was.
we're
I was
definitely gonna
fascinated for an hour and 15 minutes straight.
We're definitely going to do a 2-parter next month. We still need one more topic for this month. We haven't decided yet, but guys, it's not even fucking May yet. But by the time this comes out, it is May, so we do need to get on it, and we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
And to put over again, last month, the Creator Pro 10-year anniversary pod was like one of the most enjoyable podcasts ever. Probably could have talked 5 hours about that, and I've got a lot of nice things said about it. A lot of the Creator Pro, guys have listened to it, and I even had a really nice text from my good friend Tyson Kidd today saying he listened to it and he loved it. Yeah,
Which I told Brian, I don't even care if anybody else liked it. If TJ liked it, I'm in.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
happy with
Grocock's got a good idea. I think it is time to bring the movie club back.
Waterworld. Asking, hey, let's you want to do a movie? Let's do.
I wouldn't
movie.
mind it.
Waterworld.
I'm very.
Hold on. Let's not be hasty here. Let's think about it a little bit more.
let's think about.
I've never seen Waterworld in its entirety.
I've never seen it at all.
Really?
There's toys, right?
Yes.
Awesome toys.
Who's the star of that movie?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin fucking Costner, man.
I will say this: I've been watching Yellowstone. I'm digging it.
I heard it.
Really?
Incredible.
So let's go.
Wait,
let's
Brian,
go.
you watch Yellowstone?
No, it's my parents' favorite show, and they always like.
I'm telling Chelsea that we need to get a horse for our new house. So I want to learn how to ride a horse.
I fucking love that show.
Let's not spoil it.
It's like a guilty pleasure.
I'll do it. Watch that, Mark.
I just love it. I watch it by myself too.
There's so many people who talk to me about it, but I thought it was like an old Western, and I don't like that type of stuff.
No, it's not.
But it's not. So I do enjoy it. I'll do Waterworld for the movie club.
Okay, fine.
All right. Where is it streaming?
We'll figure that out. You got to figure that out, pal. We can't do everything for you.
Yeah, Amazon.com.
My Google.
Anything
Well, speaking of movie reviews, guys, this is a big one. Heath's Happy Hour went up just a couple days ago as you're listening to this, and we covered The Social Outcasts.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a random.
I was supposed to be in that?
No
way, really?
Something weird. I got to go through my notes or my emails. Thank God I wasn't in that disaster.
It wasn't. Never.
It was
never
a disaster.
Took off. Literally,
it didn't last very long. I was pretty amazed at how little it was around.
It does, though, in the sense that, like, Bo and Joe Hennig, like, stick together for so long. They become the
then they become the B team.
The B team.
And they're all in that movie, too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, in talking about this, we briefly touched on the movie and how they were kind of getting over and doing these big segments with. Do you remember that Bo Dallas did a rap battle with Flo Rida and kicked his ass on TV?
I barely.
No recollection.
Well, we watched that entire segment on the show, so you got to check that out. But so they're kind of like getting over it as this undercard heel act, and then they go away for this movie for a month to film this movie. And then, what were you going to say?
Does he talk about Adam Rose losing his mind?
Yes. Nicely touch on that, yeah.
I remember when I first came back, it was around that time, and I hadn't seen Heath in a minute, and we were catching up. He's like, man, I'm in this movie. I'm the fucking star of the movie, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked Bo about it. He goes, he's a bad guy, and he dies like in the first scene. He has like one line. What is he talking about? He's the star.
Well, boys, next month on Heath's Happy Hour.
So is that for May or for April?
For May, we will be watching. So South Social Outcast for April. It's already
Okay.
May, we're watching the Marine 5.
Oh my God.
Heath is watching it. Could be 6. I don't know. We're watching the Marine one that Heath's
It's a
in.
Marine. I didn't even know that.
The Miz is the star. Heath's in it. He said he hasn't seen it since the first time he saw it. We are going to watch that movie and review it.
I think Trinity's in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Trinity replaced Adam Rose.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, there's also Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, myself, Let 'Em Breathe. I just banged out a bunch of them. And I was doing those one arm with the fucking sling. It's not easy to open a fucking figure with one arm, let me tell you.
No way. Especially modern figures are pretty
They're like fucking tied in there and shit.
Yeah, tight.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of people on YouTube feeling bad for you, Broski.
Well, they should.
With the stranger situation.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Hot topic from last week.
Let me see if I got more use of his right hands. Let me see what I can do,
We're getting demonetized for this episode.
What
That's
about Captain's Log with Joe Shoes? Who did he have for April?
Coming up soon, ECW original sign guy Dudley, a.k.a.
So is that for May?
April was Moose.
Oh, okay. April was Moose. May, sign guy Dudley.
Or was it someone else? No, April
he had
was
Merrick Miami.
Moose was March.
Perfect.
May will be ECW original sign guy Dudley, a.k.a. Lou E. Dangerously.
Very, very cool. Is that it for MajorMarks.com?
Yeah. Killing it.
All right, but I did want to mention this that, in our Facebook group, there's a lot of conversations that happened, but Billy Damiana had a nice little thread about what is everyone's first fig, and I got a lot of people talking, so I'm not going to read all the results, but do you guys remember your first figure?
Wrestling period or wrestling figure?
Wrestling figure. I guess wrestling figure.
I remember my first wrestling figure, yes.
Yes.
Which was? I mean, what was it?
I always get it. It's like foggy, but my mom bought 4 of Series 1 Hasbro's home, and me and my brother were supposed to share them. For sure, it's like Acts of Demolition, not Smash. It gets real fun. I want to say it's Jake the Snake, DiBiase, Rick Rude, like those 4.
I don't recall my first figure because I was so young. It has to be an LJN. I would assume it's a Hogan, but like I had most of those LJNs as a kid, but I don't really have memories of finding them specifically. Like there's one like memory of me being in Florida getting Outback Jack at a Toys R Us, but other than that, or a few random ones. So I was like 1 or 2 years old. There's no fucking way I could remember.
Well, my first one was George Animal Steel, and it was given to me by somebody, and I didn't really follow wrestling that much at the time, and I didn't even know who he was. I just loved that he had a weird tongue, and I used to just throw him around the driveway because they were so bouncy, and that's my first wrestling figure. But my first figure was, that I could remember is definitely He-Man, 100%. He-Man figures. I don't know. I mean, I would have been 1 or 2, when you're getting those. So
I think if we're going figure, mine was like those Playmates dinosaur guys that came with the caveman, like baby looking dudes.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
That's what I think. That's as far back as I can remember.
Well, guys, on YouTube, leave in the comment, what was your first wrestling figure? We'd love to know.
Great.
All right, so some follow-up here. First, I want to say I'm going to start plugging this at the beginning of the show instead of the end when people are listening. If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. That's all I'm going to say about that. And let's get to some follow-up. I did want to throw a congrats out to Fig Heel and Fig Vault, who debuted their wrestling figure podcast, Case Fresh.
Nice.
These two guys on Instagram, they're great ambassadors of the hobby. Very professional sites, and they came together to make this podcast. The more the merrier when it comes to wrestling figure podcast. There's Fully Posable out there, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. There's other ones out there, I'm sure. But I think the more the merrier, because let's say someone just, you listen to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast on Friday, you want to scratch that figure itch, but you look it up. Oh, there's Case Fresh, or there's Fully Posable, or what if they find Case Fresh first and then they find us? So I think it's great. Give them a subscribe, a follow, a listen. Give them a chance.
Yeah, both very professional dudes and good follows on Instagram. So why not?
Hell yeah.
Check it out. So we've been talking the past couple of weeks about people who've joined the 4 Federation Figure Club, right? But Old School 884, He's asking if Vader counts. He says, Vader may have been the first of the 4-figure club as he had figures from AJPW, Noah, WCW, and WWF Jax all by 2002, 2003.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
I mean,
I think the All Japan one is the one that throws that off the sniff test. That's like
but
vending machine size. Like from this picture, you can't tell because we got all these figures and it looks amazing. But that's like a built it's a tchotchke. Like it's barely a figure.
And it's not in a package, correct?
It's not. It's in like a little box set thing with a bunch of people. I very close, but I'm going to say no.
It's very, because if we count this, then we definitely have to count Flair. But if we count Flair, we definitely have to count this. So it's like, it's definitely we were overlooking him for sure when it comes to the 3. We overlooked it
for sure because the Noah one for sure is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a no for me.
I am going to vote no.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Very close. I just don't really count that as a figure, you know?
It's a mini figure.
We know how it's probably about this big. The arms come off.
Yeah, it's maybe 2 inches.
It's very cool.
We've had the Johnny Ace on here on the show.
I have the Johnny Ace and the Dr. Death in my collection, and honestly, I would love to add this Vader to my collection. I didn't even know they made him, to be honest. Or if I did, I forgot. The Noah one counts. Obviously, WCW, the WWF. But look, that Noah one's fucking badass.
I don't even know. No, I think it does. I'm trying to remember the packaging. If that even has an All Japan thing on the box.
Yeah, that would add a little bit more credibility for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's also ones where he's like tag teaming with Scorpio and they have titles.
But that's all Noah.
Right. But that would definitely count. One of those would count then. Oh, are you talking about the AJPW? Oh, right. Yeah. I don't recall the box. I don't know if D can get us the box while we're recording and we can come back to this. Unless D knows off the top of his head. I don't know.
I'm doing a quick Google here, but let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, actually, Caden Narlock says that his first figure was a Heath Basic.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
Wow.
Heath Basic.
That's
I love it.
Pretty fun trivia fact.
Yeah.
Corporate Steve posted a little teaser on his social media showing the upcoming Monday Night Wars. Mm-hmm. And I like what he did. He put it in not by set order, but by, time frame order.
Right.
Which I thought was really, really cool. I dug it. So far, I'm all in on this line. I think I'm going to make some cuts when it comes to, like, for instance, the Harlem Heat variants. I don't know about that Triple H, but I love this line, and it's just I wish we would have got that Nitro stage. I really
especially
do.
with the heavy WCW onslaught there.
Right. I wonder if now they can maybe try again. That'd be badass.
Wait a minute. Is the Mankind, those last 3, are those out yet?
Yeah. Well, Piper is.
Piper and Brett are. This right. If you watch on YouTube, you see. If you're not, we're at the Ultimates. So he was just showing the upcoming Eddie Guerrero and Mankind. But people are finding Brett and Piper at Walmart, and I still don't like the Brett head, but the Piper looks incredible.
Yeah, I like them both a lot, and I'm looking for them if anybody wants to slide into those DMs. And then yes, Mankind and Eddie are coming soon. Those are Target, I believe, right?
No, those are Walmart.
They're all Walmart.
They're Monday Night Wars.
All Walmart. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Yeah. All right, we got some unfortunate. This is a Yoko box variant.
I don't understand this. Like
they did this very similar with the Macho Man. If you remember thank God I'm not collecting them on card anymore. Running change to the traditional Legends artwork style.
And that has nothing to do with the chase.
I'm not quite sure. Like I'm so over this kind of bullshit that I didn't really pay attention to it.
It just doesn't matter to me in my life.
It doesn't matter to me at all. All right, we got some unfortunate Power Town news. Our figures have been delayed until September.
What was the date you had in your head?
Well, they've been delayed.
I was hoping
quite
May,
a few
to be honest
times.
with you.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, so I did not get this email. A major mark, David Truitt, told me. And if you ever hear the expression, broski was shaking with anger, I was shaking with
Wow.
anger. The fact that I wasn't told before it was emailed out, but then I found out that Brian was told today, just didn't tell me.
Well, that's true. But also, Mark, I just sent you something that you could probably put up on the screen.
Yeah.
But you did know that they were taking a while because of this. The make good was
yes, we are.
discussed,
There's going to
heavily
be a make
discussed.
good where we're going to get some coins, and we'll put those on the screen now. So I thought the make good was for them being delayed for as long as they've been so far,
Right.
not that they were getting delayed till
I understand
September.
where the miscommunication was, and I am sort of on your side as far as that as well. I thought they meant like because it took so long, not because it's going to take longer.
Right.
But
So listen. I've talked to TK. I've talked to Steve. I've talked to Magnum. Nobody wants these to be delayed. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants them to come out. I do think there's the Brian Myers, the coin, the most professional wrestler, digital media champion, and then the Matt Cardona, the belt collector, NWA World.
it's a
Heavyweight champion.
two-sided coin. Have you ever seen those coins that they get done? It's like a heavy-duty, legit, like pretty badass coin.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in the boat of like it's almost like Zombie Sailor style. Like I'd rather wait and these be done correctly and awesome
I agree.
than get them as soon as possible and have some issues. So
Right.
it is what it is.
And listen, I talked to Magnum. I talked to Steve. I really think, and I would love if Steve would agree to be on the show next week, because I don't want to. I don't want to say I got conflicting answers from the two, but like they weren't exactly the same answers. Because I was asking, well, what's the delay?
Right.
You know, because we can't, as the Major Wrestler podcast, just come on here and say the figures are delayed. That's not going to pass the sniff test for our fans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I tried to inquire. And listen, I was trying to inquire hours before we fucking recorded this. You know, these are busy guys. They got back to me, but I wasn't clear with the answer to relay it today. So I would love if we can get Steve on next week to really do a deep dive. Like Steve was talking about, you know, I will say this. He was mentioning like my robe, like they couldn't find a factory to make the robe properly. But I want it to come out of his mouth. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't want to relay the message incorrectly, especially through text. You know, sometimes you read things wrong.
Of course.
So I would love it to come out of his mouth, you know, cut and steel and sex appeal. Because these figures, they're taking fucking forever. But like Brian said, I'd rather them take fucking forever than be as great as those first Power Towns, supposed to rush them out, and they're not.
Right.
Well, not the first Power Towns. Maybe
Well,
the
not
second Power Towns.
the second Power Towns. You know what I mean? So
Chris Grocock's asking 1 coin per 2-pack ordered. I would believe that's the scenario.
Yeah, definitely.
And while we're on the Power
one
Town train
coin
here,
per. Wait. It's not the. It's the same coin.
it's the same coin, but he's saying you'll get 1 per whatever 2-pack you order.
Wait,
if you
so-
ordered 5 2-packs, you're going to get 5 coins, I'm assuming.
I thought we were two different coins.
No, we're 1 coin. It's together.
You're positive about that?
About 99% on that.
You know what I love about this?
See, this is we don't even know.
Well, then you got 2 coins. You're jiggling coins here,
Right.
Broski. That's not the case.
I
It's
hope
one
that it
piece.
is, because now whenever we need a tiebreaker,
Magnum
do
has
that.
we can say Matt
I
or
do like
Brian.
that. That's a must-have for Major Box.
So
to flip.
who's
Matt
heads,
or
who's
Brian?
tails?
Who's side? Who's right? Flip it.
Who's tails?
But
doesn't
back
matter.
on the
You're Matt or
Power Town
Brian.
Train, I did see early samples of Moose's soft goods robe this week. I saw Josh Alexander's Under Armour soft goods. Looks pretty unreal. And then the most exciting aspect, which I'm hoping gets shown sooner or later, actually it's going to be during the pre-order of the TNA guys is available right now, PowerTownWrestling.com, is the packaging, what that's going to look like. And
Ooh, I
that's,
saw a little sample of
super
Eddie
fun.
Edwards. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to see that, and that will be definitely shown before the pre-order ends, so people can see what they're in for.
All right. Speaking of pre-order ending, Big Rubber Guys, it was supposed to end the last day of April. We said, we're going to extend it a couple more days till this Friday at midnight. All right, we listened to you guys. A lot of people wanted to wait till payday. All right, we're going to wait till payday. give you a couple extra days. Powers of Pain. So make sure you fucking order them. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping track. Powers of Pain, Dusty Rhodes. The order will end, I believe, is it Friday is the 3rd?
Yes.
Friday the 3rd.
So as you're hearing this, tonight at midnight.
Tonight at midnight. If you're not a Major Mark member. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry, pals, yesterday. Powers of Pain, Dusty Rhodes. Guys, I can't stress this enough. The pre-order is the order. That is it.
That's it, pal.
We ain't remaking them. We ain't re-releasing them. That is it. You can get them on other
Series
websites.
7. How crazy is that?
You can get them on the secondary market. But the only way to get them for the cheapest price possible is MajorBendies.com. And speaking of MajorBendies.com, speaking of Friday, May 3rd, the new set of Major Bendies. It's a set of 3. It's Danhausen, Maki Ito, and Steve Macklin. Orders close May 31st. If you're listening, it's Danhausen. How would you describe Moo Danhausen?
Moo. Yeah, 100%.
Moo Danhausen, Maki Ito, her first ever figure.
Johnny Silver's favorite wrestler.
Yeah, Johnny Silver's got a big crush. Yeah.
Steve Macklin in the face paint, the front toward enemy jacket. Very, very toyetic set. And these will all have unique packaging to each individual. They're not just going to have a generic package they're all in. Each will have their own individual package. So make sure you get those over on MajorBendies.com. And I will say this. If you try to order the Big Rubber Guys and the Bendies on the same day, they will not come until the last figure arrives. Okay, so to make sure you get them as they come in, make sure you make separate orders. If you don't mind, if you don't care, order them together. But if you want them as fast as possible, order them separately. The first figures, in theory, the Big Rubber Guys are coming first, but there's always little hiccups, little delays. So make sure you order them, MajorBendies.com.
Got it.
That's all I have for follow-up, unless you guys got some stuff.
Good to go. We doing Tom Brady talk in the news?
I was gonna, yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, though, before we move on, again, guys, check out Major WF Pod clips on YouTube. Right now, what we need to get the channel to the next level is watch time, right? We're very close. I think we're 85% there. You need something like 300,000 watch minutes or whatever the heck it is. So check out that channel, peek a video, watch a short, subscribe, whatever. Help us out over there. We're trying to sort of build our listenership. And then, guys, this episode is episode 298. Next week,
baby,
is 299. And then the week
party
after,
like it's 200 in 1999.
on May 13th, episode 300, Major WF Pod 300. We've never missed an episode. This is our 300th episode. It is a huge milestone. We're very excited. We're going to do a live podcast at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel. We will also be broadcasting on our Twitch channel. And, it's going to be a podcast. We're going to have guests. I secured a guest today. We're still working on a couple other ones. It's going to be a really fun show. Probably going to have some giveaways. I have an idea of a cool giveaway.
And that's available to everyone, not just Patreon.
It is going to be available to everybody.
And if you're an Ultimate member and you're bitching about not getting that free week, sorry, pal.
Sorry, pal. I was literally going to say the same thing.
Sorry, pal.
Everybody's joining in on this one.
Tell your story walking,
Christopher.
It's my old go-to. But, all right.
I'm very excited for this,
Gross
guys.
is just trying to figure that one out. But all right.
I say we hang our hats on this never missed an episode thing. So this is big.
Let's go. All right. Up next is the news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a Major Mark. Now it's time to become a Major PBR Mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you Major marking out with some Pabst.
Taps Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world, Major PBR. Forever. All right, well, now that my sling, it's not that it's off, but now I can hold the beer in the right hand, the left hand. I can do the awesome with those PBRs in a couple of weeks. Cannot wait. But every single week, use the hashtag MajorPBR. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Mark, who's the winner?
Oh, yeah, this is me here. Here we go.
Pixel Dan.
Wrong one.
Wrong one.
Wrong one. Here we go.
Dan won something?
Benaz Bosmif at Benaz Bosmif says weekend goals: 1, mow the lawn; 2, enjoy the PBR. May only do that second one though. Hashtag Major PBR.
I would say that's some true man shit to just mow your own lawn and then celebrate with a nice cold PBR.
You gotta get one of those.
My lawn ever. That's my goal.
Beer
in life
helmets.
is to never mow my lawn.
I would say I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
You've never mowed your own lawn?
No, I have. I said my goal is to never do it again.
And I'm with you to not.
Oh, me neither. I told you guys. I mean, I used to talk about it during the pandemic. It would take me 4 or 5 hours. Out there,
my God!
Yeah, no.
When a guy can come in with his big equipment and do it
way
in 30 minutes.
And do it way better.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to explain that to Liz when we first moved in. She's like, "You're not going to mow the lawn." I'm like, "No, I'm going to pay somebody to mow the lawn."
Yeah, it's called a landscaper.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to talk about this. It's a talk of the collecting space, not so much wrestling, but I think we'll get a lot about take a shot of PBR. We'll get a lot out of this discussion. The Tom Brady fiasco. Have you guys been doing the research? Can someone explain it better than me?
Yeah.
But it's also funny that we literally talked about this last week at the end of the episode.
We talked about loving Tom Brady. Is what we talked about. We didn't
talk about loving Tom Brady, and I said that if there was one autograph I wanted, it would be Tom Brady.
Well, not one of these, pal.
Yeah.
Well, if it was what it was supposed, I mean, Jesus, some of those are so crazy. Okay, here's the Cliff Notes. Tom Brady is doing a public appearance. It's like a motivational speech.
A public speaking thing.
And you're promised a photo with him and an autograph for $1,600, correct?
No, way more than that.
I think
it was like 3,600. You don't even know the facts here, Brian?
No, I think it was. No, I think
it was not 1,600.
I'm Broski's right.
He's right. Now we got to look this up. Jesus.
Keep going on your story, and we'll find the exact figure.
Basically, the promoter, I think, kind of started to spread it to other like high-end collectors. Like, hey, look at this opportunity. You can do this. There's no rules to what you can get signed. So,
3,600.
3,600 per person, photo and
per person,
autograph, and the speech.
Now, I think here's the thing. I think there's a lot of miscommunication between all parties involved. I think
there's some carniness involved, not miscommunication.
Okay, but keep telling the story from the start to finish, Brian.
So it began to be like a free-for-all where people bring these high-end, one-of-a-kind Tom Brady items, like irreplaceable things, game-used cleats, a ball, a seat back like this you're seeing on your screen, ticket stubs. And
knowing that they're spending less money than they would at like Fanatics or something.
What his Fanatics price was it was a significant discount to do this way.
And by significant, with the math I saw,
I think only like $400.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like some sort of insane. It's still they're paying a lot of money, and even if they did this in another thing, yeah, it's like $400 difference, which is a lot of money.
A lot of money.
But when you're talking about $3,600,
but I also saw something that Tom refused to do cards because like legally his Fanatics deal wouldn't allow him to do so. So I don't know why he didn't just kind of like pull that card here, period. But anyway, he upset Tom Brady about this because he was misinformed about what he was obligated to do. He gave these what we would call in the business the
airport signatures.
Airport signature.
Well, I read it was called the Tornado Tom. That's what it's called.
Tom. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube or a Patreon member, we're looking at 5 autographs on screen, and they all look wildly different.
They look like a Luchasaurus autograph.
I mean, I think a lot of people are at fault here. I can't fault the fans who maybe saw a little loophole, and I can't fault them at all.
Either, actually,
for trying to save $400. Even though if you saw the flyer, it's clear it's not like a meet and greet. It's a public speaking event, and you get a picture and autograph. I think Tom thought he was signing like some books or something. I don't think he expected people to be bringing game use cleats.
Right.
But they did because there were no rules. When you don't set the rules, fans are smart in 2024.
But I think it was purposely carny, and that's
because I believe the promoter was sending this out and advertising this to the collector fan base,
right,
to get people in there.
Big chunk of change to shell out,
yes,
to meet someone and get a picture. I think ultimately though, and I love Tom Brady. He's one of my favorite athletes ever. This falls on him because this is just not the correct way to handle this situation. He should have just said no. Come to some agreement. And this is defacing items.
I agree.
Like he didn't pull any. He didn't trick anybody with this. Like no one fell for this. Like he defaced items. A lot of these, I guess, a lot of these people can't even get these authenticated by like PSA or anything because they're so brutal.
So
I didn't even think of that.
So I was reading a lot about this from our good friend David Peck, Darren Ravel, also, which I thought was really funny. Do you know who Steve Grad is, Brian?
I do not.
Okay, so I guess he does a lot of authenticating. I guess he's from what's that show? Pawn Stars.
Okay.
And Darren Ravel and David Peck were referencing him in their post, so I went to go look. Mm-hmm. He has me blocked. I don't even know what I fucking did to him.
Well, that's Matt Cardona, but that's another story.
I have no idea. So I would have to agree with you, Brian. I think Tom Brady should either A, done them all correctly or not done them. Now, also, there weren't hundreds of these either, but right. I get it. He was blindsided. And I understand his frustration. We've all been there with a corny promoter.
And the other thing I got to say about Tom understands the market.
Yeah,
he knows what these items are and what his autograph's doing to these items. You know what I mean? It's making the value whatever X amount. So he clearly was aware of that by his actions. But it's just at the end of the day, he's the megastar here, and all eyes are going to be on him and his behavior and the way he handled this. And it's just
and again
unfortunate.
I'm not saying that he should have been. He should have signed these and signed them perfectly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he should have either signed them perfectly or not signed them at all.
I think he should have not signed them perfectly or not signed them at all. That's the fix. But I also think, the miscommunication should have been. There should have been something understood where it's like you're seeing this speech, you're getting a photo with Tom Brady, and he's signing this provided 8x10.
Right.
Like that should have been the fix.
So that's what it was. That's what it should have.
That's what it should have been.
The flyer was vague as fuck.
It was vague. I think carny on purpose, vague to entice these people to come and spend the money.
Yes, but so like some of these guys, like I'm looking at these shoes here, these cleats. I think they'll be able to get that off. But like that ticket, no way. That ticket book, you're
right.
Screwed.
That's the guy on the ticket or the ticket book was complaining he can't get it off. Exactly.
There's also this other theory that I've heard from a couple people. The long game on this. 10 years from now.
Like
I have an item.
Time.
I have an item from the Tornado Tom event, bro.
Fuck.
It's
my
worth
God.
money, which I think there's something to that.
Now, if this event stays as in the news as it is now.
Guys, I went on a family vacation last week. I was about as disconnected with my phone as I've been in years.
I'll tell you, that's true.
And I kept seeing this and seeing the articles. I texted to my dad to show my dad, like, hey, Jed, what do you think of this? Like, it was very intriguing,
Now you guys say one of the options was not sign it at all. And in my mind, that's not an option. As a human being,
I think this is maybe.
So walk me through how you
Tom's
think that's a
goddamn millionaire. Did he really need a couple more $1,000 in his pocket? Like, don't sign, give the money back, or whatever. Come to some agreement. Dude.
No, don't sign. And the promoter's got to fucking figure that out.
Right. Whatever. Yeah.
Now hold on a second. I find a lot of issues with that.
Okay.
With the not signing. Unless he gave the money back.
He shouldn't have to give the money back. Now, I don't know the contract either. But, like, I'm under the impression, now, again, I don't have the contract, that he thought he was signing, like, a book or, like, a fucking 8x10. And then the promoter is is plugging it to collectors like, come get your one of a kind shit signed.
Yeah.
Okay, is it possible that it was in the contract? He's mad about it. He says, "What the hell? I don't do this." They say, "Yeah, but you said you would," or
Like his back
your
was against the
person
wall.
said you would.
I mean, I don't have the contract, so I guess it's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible that his back was against the wall where he was like, "Shit, I didn't."
Yeah,
do
he
this."
realized, and then so that in that case, you realize you messed up. Then you do this like this because you're mad.
Yeah, but this is just now we're just speaking hypotheticals.
Right. But let's say it's not in the contract. So then he has to make that choice whether or not he signs it or not. But as a human being, as a multi-billionaire, in a situation where these people have been misleaded by this guy, those people aren't at fault. Tom Brady is not at fault. And I feel like he should have just done. He's already most of the way there.
No, I don't think he has to do anything. If he was truly duped, and you know, and like he knows this, I don't think he needs to do anything. I do think he should not have done that.
That's what I'm saying. If you've made the
What
decision,
he did
fine. I'll side
ultimately
you.
was the ultimate bad because he defaced things. Like he did. That's almost bizarre to me.
I don't think he had. Again, I don't know the contract. Let's just say hypothetically that the contract didn't specify what the items were. I wouldn't, and I was Tom Brady. I wouldn't have signed these items.
Okay, let's look at it this way.
Bro, so these guys have paid $3,600 to come to your event. That you also know that like these fans are not at fault, and you're
course
just
they're
going to be
not at
like,
fault.
sorry.
Not fault. But I'm look at it this way: if he just refused to sign these items, I don't think we're even talking about this. This isn't even a news story, right?
I bet these people wish now he didn't sign them.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying like if he just didn't sign them at all, it's like, oh, shady promoter and Tom Brady, get into it. That's not really like a big story. Like there's nothing happened. He defaced them, didn't give him a real autograph, and this thing blew up and it's everywhere.
Now let me also say
that's
this.
the big difference, right?
I can't even pretend I know what Tom Brady's feeling because I don't have any items worth money like this.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there are a couple random things, like maybe that green Funko Pop or something. But even that,
The cowboy hat that Bob put on your head at WrestleMania 30.
I mean,
You would be so mad at it. You put yourself in that situation for a second.
but you got to put
Somebody goes to an event.
Yeah.
You feel kind of like conflicted because of whatever reason, and you decide I'm just going to do it. And then they slide your WrestleMania tights that you didn't sign. You're going to be like,
I would say I wouldn't do it. But also I don't. That we're making now. This is truly hypothetical because nobody owns my WrestleMania tights but me. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
like that,
just
that's like,
something that's
like-
really important, like that Funko.
Yeah.
But in what situation?
In this situation, you've decided that the right thing to do is sign it because of whatever reason.
But Mark, like you're creating this fantasy situation. Let's make some fantasy rules here. What situation am I expecting to sign what? And then they're giving me this green Funko.
Well, at some point, Tom Brady made the decision to sign it. We don't know why, but he did. So in this situation,
did
this
he
hypothetical
go, "I'll show you,"
situation,
and this is what he did.
No, that's what I would never ruin the.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's why I said I just wouldn't. I wouldn't either sign it correctly or not do it.
exactly. So
You're saying that he should have done it no matter what, which I don't agree with.
I mean, depending.
And these
on
are all
the
opinions too. It's why I love
Right.
getting heated about this because
Yeah.
there's gonna be comments or people listening saying he should have this or you don't know, and we don't know the situation.
We don't know.
We're saying we don't know. We don't have the contract. We don't know.
My thing is, and I don't know. It seems likely he realized he should do it because he did. At some point, for whatever reason, maybe he relooked at the contract. Maybe he realized, like, it is vague enough to see whatever the hell. At some point, he realized instead of saying no, instead of fighting, instead of doing whatever, he decided to sign it.
Mark,
And this had to have been done in private. It wasn't like a meet and greet with
that.
with
That was another thing. It was done in private.
It was in the back room.
because
Yeah.
if people were coming up to meet him and he was doing this, I think a human aspect would kick in. Like, I guess it's like the difference of us being at our table and meeting a genuine fan and then truly like just some jabron at the airport is looking to make money off you, that's different.
And I will also say this, guys. I want to put it all on the line right now. If you're at an airport and you come to me with a stack of 8x10s or a stack of Funko boxes, you're getting the Tornado Tom from me. I'll tell you that right now.
See, my new thing is I just say no. I don't even entertain it.
I'll always say no, give the Tornado Tom. But Mark, here's what we're playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Let's say you're at a signing, right?
Yep.
And you didn't realize, you didn't look over the contract that you also have to sign 200 extra 8x10s, and it's over, blah blah blah. Let's pretend like the last hour is kind of slow. So you were just sitting there on your phone where he could have been giving those 8x10s all along. Then it's 3:00. It's time to go. The promoter gives you these 200. You're telling me you're going to sit there and do smart Mark Sterling perfectly fucking fine? Absolutely not.
Well,
there's no way.
Yeah, but that scenario, and by the way, I'm having fun talking about this. That scenario, no effing way, because number one, you're not screwing anybody. Because nobody has bought those. That's something he's going to sell later.
Okay, so
that's just like added work for no reason.
Okay, so let me change it. Let's say it's 3:00 and he says, "Oh, there's 50 extra mail-ins."
Yep.
You're gonna fucking take your sweet ass time on all 50 of those? Look me in the eye.
Okay. Now you're in this situation. Somebody's bought these. They've spent the $20, the full price. They sent this in. Okay.
Think about what those items we're looking at are worth unsigned.
Right.
That's the other thing.
Yeah,
if it was a zombie sailor figure that passed by, or some awesome, like my tie that I wore, whatever the hell, that's a different story. But now we're talking about 8x10s. They're worth $20, whatever. If I, as a human being, I'm being honest with you, I'd be annoyed with this man because I could have done this all day long. But I am not taking it out on the people that paid $20 for that, and I will do, to my best ability, the best Mark Sterling autograph that I can do.
The only time you're gonna get a sloppy signature from me is, like I said, if you're at an airport trying to fucking shove something in the face, or if you're at a live major pod and you know for a fact I'm fucking drunk as a skunk, and then it becomes actually fun. You know what I'm saying? Like David Peck to rile people up, he put up the fucking card he got at live at the Tin Roof.
I'm sure
it actually wasn't a bad sig. But it is a fun conversation because we're all talking hypotheticals.
Yeah.
This is a crazy situation. It sucks all the way around, to be honest with you.
I hate to point blame. I don't think anything. I don't necessarily think anything less of him. He's one of my favorite athletes of all time.
Literally, and he's like in my top 5.
Inspirational person that I look up to. I think in this situation, no matter what, he decided to sign these for whatever reason, and really hurt the value of them. And
what's really,
as Brian said, he knows.
What's really unfortunate is that there's no like. There's no fix. You can't get another ticket book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no fix. It's just
I feel,
E-Cruises, would you guys have signed or not?
I would have figured a way to say no, and just that we would have to figure it out, And then if I had to, if my back was against the wall, I would just sign normal. I would never purposely sign
I would never fuck it up. But
yeah.
Also, guys, people listen, $3,600 is a lot of fucking money.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to say. My heart breaks for like the diehard Tom Brady fan that came to this. These are their prized possession that they brought to meet Tom, to have this great experience, to watch him give a fucking motivational speech. And then the bad taste that must be in your mouth.
Well, here's the.
That's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, man.
I think. Listen, Tom's getting $4,000 from some Fanatics for just a signing. I think this is where it's all. The lines are so blurred because I think the majority of that $3,600 was really to sit down and listen to Tom Brady's speech. I don't think anyone there with their football is like listening to Tom Brady. Like, when is this over? I was gonna get my fucking football signed.
Maybe. To be honest,
maybe.
But it's all situational.
It's all situational, but yeah, you can. If he's signing these in private, like I said, he doesn't know if this is just like some fucking guy trying to make money, or
and I'm sure some were. And there's both. There's both.
Sucks. I'm just saying that sucks.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate all the way around for sure.
What a story, though. Jeez.
Yeah. I guess. And Tom has not publicly made a statement.
That's another thing. Like, it's been enough. Say something.
He probably doesn't give a shit.
Oh, jeez.
Man, this is going to be, we got to clip this out for our YouTube, huh?
No question.
Controversy creates cash.
People on YouTube, what do you think? What would you have done?
Man, well, it's so easy for them to put themselves in, like what we're doing, these fantasy situations. No one knows what they would have done because none of us have been in a situation truly like that, where we're getting paid that much to sign items that are worth that much.
Nor have we won that many Super Bowls. So
that's true.
There's that.
Or
do we have $300 million in the bank?
And Steve Grad, if you're listening, why'd you fucking block me, bro? Did I like insult the Kamala episode of Pawn Stars or something? What the fuck? That was a horrible episode, by the way.
That was horrible.
All right. Next up, this is a heartbreaker. TNA Rebellion DVD is up for pre-order. The reason I'm saying this is because I want to just express how heartbroken I am, because if I didn't get injured, I would be on the cover of this DVD.
Wow.
Because on all the promotional material, including like the posters, like I'm in the corner. I'm behind Steph's back. But because I got injured, I got screwed out of which would have been my first, besides my own DVD cover.
Damn.
So I'm kind of heartbroken.
Ouch. When you say it like that, at first I was making fun of you, but all right.
Yeah, that would have been my first DVD cover.
Hey,
wow.
You know what? I sent you a little get well care package.
Hey, thank you so much, Brian.
Oh, you piece of shit. You didn't even mention it.
I sold one of them on Whatnot today.
You're a real piece of shit.
First of all, it's a real piece of shit. Whoever's running the merchandise over at Impact moves some sign those with fucking dull-ass Sharpies.
Oh, bro, I told you I witnessed it. Nobody gave a flying F-U-C-K.
Hey, Ross, we need some paint pens, pal.
Dude.
Fuck.
Don't get me
Sharpies?
started. Don't get me started.
Sharpies?
Why, did you buy one of those or something? Why do you know that he did that?
Bro, the ones you sent me are signed by Moose. You can't even fucking tell.
Oh, I thought I grabbed you a bunch of blanks.
It looks blank, but it's a silver Sharpie, and you can't even fucking read it.
Oh, dude, I think you could pull a Knick and hand sanitizer that right off.
Oh, I don't care. I'm fucking selling them with Moose's signature on it.
Or that.
We got some FC updates. Macho Man almost finished in the factory. Looks great. I love the fucking where the glasses, they're going to go right in. It's going to fit perfectly.
Think of those glasses a cowboy hat are going to have to stay on, pal. That looks like the fucking guy from Police Academy.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
Hey, with the glasses, the hat on looks fantastic.
No, yeah, that's how that's staying in my
the Police Academy, the figure where his shorts fall down. That guy?
that guy. Yeah.
Jack is gonna fucking kill me.
Sorry, but
oh boy,
we keep it real on this show. I mean, I've already pre-ordered this; it's in my collection. But good Lord,
Paul Riot Real says looks like Dr. Death. Man, hey, listen, I can't wait, and I've talked a lot about this line. I feel like, well, let's see who else they show. There's also a variant to the Macho Man, only 200 in the white, which I think is really cool.
Damn, that low. Okay, wow.
Only 200, and the Gilbert. I wasn't going
to grab that one, but that might FOMO.
Yeah, I think so. And the Gilbert looks great. I just wish they wouldn't have painted the trunks on the upper thigh. I wish they would have kept it.
Yeah, it looks more bikery than it should, right?
But this would complete Series 1, which would be Adam Bomb, Blue Meanie, Sonny Ono, and Ultimo Dragon, who I opened, by the way, on Let 'Em Breathe. Fantastic figures.
Really cool.
Dwayne Gill and Macho Man. I talked about this on Let 'Em Breathe. I feel like this line, it needed to start with a heavier hitter. Maybe Macho should have been first. Because while there are some people, kind of like our big rubber guys, while like there are people who are adding like a Blue Meanie to their current Bone Cruncher collection, you also need people to start a new collection. And I don't know if Blue Meanie and Adam Bomb, no offense to the guys, I love both of them, were the way to start it. And then with such a big break, which I know he didn't plan on.
And I think that was to restart without the action, right? Which I think is totally fine.
Yeah. I think it's fine to not have the action. But I love this line. I love everything Jack's doing. The paint is just unbelievable on these figures. The packaging is great. I love everything. Jack's great, and there's Jeff Jarrett coming soon. Glacier, But like, what my biggest fear is that, okay, we're finally getting the Macho and Dwayne Gill, so people get a little boned up about these figures. And then what? Like, how long are we waiting for the next ones? Are we going to start this process over and over?
Got something up his sleeve. I don't know.
Well, I don't think the Sinister Minister is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, here comes Jay. You know, and no.
Well, maybe he's working like Zombie, and he's got some coming, and then you can just buy them, and they come in.
I don't think that's the case because we were supposed to have. We've talked about before. We might have even shown them. We were supposed to have Stomp figures. So, I don't think there's anything coming like ready to go. So, I love these figures. I'm fucking behind these figures. I hope the fans are. You can still pre-order them now. I believe Atom Bomb and Blue Meteor are still available. So check them out. I think, hey, listen, we're getting updates. That's good news, right?
I just think that in a world where you are deciding that you're going to be a bone-crushing wrestlers completist and you don't have any BCAs and this is your collection, maybe you're a little disappointed because that's it, right? But if you're just a guy who loves BCAs and now gets to add more new BCAs to your collection that are so cool and most of them work with the line, I just think in that situation, who cares? Who cares? You get what you get.
No, in that situation, and that's kind of what we're running into with the big rubber guys. You know, some fans are like, why are you redoing Macho Man and Andre? Well, sorry, we can't say, all right, we're starting this new line. Here's Bad News Brown the Barbarian. Like, I want to make those guys Barbarian. We finally got to, but you need stars to drive a line. You just need top guys.
Yeah, it's a tough road because not everyone's a diehard, right?
Right. You can't just assume everyone's just going to plug these into their current collection. Some are, but there's plenty who are going to restart. So you got to, appeal to both audiences with it, which is sometimes tough.
We just got the concept picture that they did the Macho Man from. If we this is the picture that they used.
Bob Goldfarth or whatever his name is, right?
Stop it. Stop.
They nailed the likeness.
I think they nailed the likeness there, right?
I loved his work in Scrooged. Man, fuck, Jack's going to DM me and say, hey, that thing we were talking about, it's off. Thanks a lot, guys. Fuck. Get these figures. I can't wait. The Macho looks incredible. Gilbert looks incredible. They all look incredible when you have them in hand.
What a name. Bobcat Goldthwait.
Guys,
buckle up.
Finally, AJ from The Sopranos is getting not one, but 5 action figures. It's Josh Chernoff. I'm speechless.
Guys.
5 figures. I will say this. Listen, I love Josh. He fully funded these himself, bet on himself. There's all these variants. I mean, some of them I technically have been a part of, so maybe I need them, which is wild.
I think the white ones are slick.
What are they numbered to?
I don't quite know. I think they're relatively low. But they all look different.
I hope they're like to 20.
So Josh wears a different tie. He wears a different tie for each event he's on.
Right.
So he actually wore an FWF tie when he came to FWF.
Yeah. I dig that. I think one of these is from his last match. 2 are from the Wrestling Showcase shows. I'm not quite. I don't know all of them. But
there's a Ric Flair's last match one. I got to get that one.
Yeah, you might have to get it.
I'll get that one.
Oh shit,
Josh.
Mark needs it.
Josh, I need that. We were on the show. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll put that in my. Hey, look, I have a Josh Chernoff in my collection, and I don't have any other company. I have Ethan Page from this company, and I have Josh. That's it.
Wow.
Now I'm making up numbers here because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but I do know that Josh fully funded this himself. At least I believe so. Now let's say I'm Josh. And let's say I'm ordering, what's the math? Maybe 2,500 figures. Well, of course, if I have the option to split them up into 5 different outfits, I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. So I can't fault him for that. And that's a very good business decision instead of just doing, and I'm like I said, I'm making up these numbers here, but 2,500 of just one fucking outfit, I would do the same exact thing. I can't fault him for that one bit.
Sure.
So,
Billy.
Uh-oh.
Billy said he's got
50 of each. 50? That did?
You can read Billy's comment, Mark. Sorry about that.
Sorry. Billy says he has 50 of each, and he said the company who made them will sell them internationally. And we got a Deep Freedom running. Deep Freedom, what's up, buddy?
What on earth?
Hey guys, yeah, I believe the either it's the blue or the black. He said it in his Facebook post that one of those is limited to 40. So not all of them are limited to 50. So I think the blue or the black is limited to 40. So you can get those
these
on
a really low run. Okay, so these
all
might
limited to
fucking move
50.
Then
Yeah, but
there's a good chance these can move. Okay.
Josh Chernoff, these are available on sociachernoff.bigcartel.com if anyone's interested. But now, Josh Chernoff officially has more action figures than Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Andrade, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Balls Mahoney, Berserker.
He's got 2
Bob
pliers. We're
Backlund.
talking 7 Chernoffs here.
Bob Backlund.
Brody King, Buddy Matthews, Cash Wheeler, Dex Harwood, Chris Candido, Dean Malenko, Eddie Kingston, Eric Young, Frankie Kazarian, Haku, Hook, IRS, Jay White,
This is just hurting my feelings. Let's stop.
Jerry Lynn, Just Incredible,
Small Mark Sterling.
Smart Mark
Carrier
Sterling.
Cross, Kerry Von Erich, Coco Beware, Kushida, LA Knight, Lance Archer,
stop.
Mike Awesome, the Mountie, Nova, Orange Cassidy, Otis, PCO, Perry Saturn. Shout out to Johnny Clash, Powerhouse Hobbs, Rich Swan, Ricky Starks, Sammy Guevara, Shane Douglas.
Okay, D.
Please stop.
Well, we're in
We
the
got
edges
it.
now.
No, keep
Swerve
going.
Strickland. Swerve
So
Strickland.
if you're a
Tonka,
Chernoff
Tomas Mujer.
completist out there, you have 7 Chernoffs in your collection.
But he still has not beaten the record that is currently held by the All-Nighter, Joy Knight.
Well, how many does he have?
I think he has 8.
Oh,
8. Sure enough, you need to tie it at least.
this
Come
is
on.
a legit pissing
8
contest.
articulated action figures if you don't want to count the whatever those things were.
Micro
They're like
Ye-
the
well,
stepbrothers of wrestling
that
figure
thing.
collecting. Like, did we just become best friends? Yep.
Holy fuck.
Fuck.
They look cool, man, to be
They
honest.
look cool.
Yeah, good for him.
The premier pummel.
My
Oh boy.
sorry, Matt. I guess my last question, it's sort of a burial, is why they still look so cheap. Where like the newer stuff,
Because it's based off the original mold.
Yeah, he
there's
can't make a
nothing
new mold.
can't change the plastic or nothing.
Well, they can, but hey,
do.
materials don't go cheap.
Got it. Okay.
I love
right,
Josh.
next.
So yeah. Okay. Well, guys, if you ever wanted a Kurt Fuller, it's coming from
Finally.
Gizmos and Gadgets. Now, I was clarifying with Mitch. So there is the retro one, right? We've already seen that. Now, I knew he was making like a Ghostbuster type one. He's still making that. So this is meant to go with your WWE Elites. Like if you want to put it with your No Holds Barred figures, that's why I put the silhouette probably illegally behind this photo.
No, it's smart. I'm
It's smart,
thankful for
very
that.
smart. But since this photo, he's since updated it, so we'll have a pointing finger and a microphone.
Nice.
You know, Mitch. He updates his figures every 4 to 5 hours. There it is. I think this
Yeah.
one looks.
He's the
Has a-
only
has a
guy
pocket
whose factory
somewhere.
did not close for Chinese New Year. So that's how hard Gazmas and Gizmos works for you guys.
So, by the way, Kurt Fuller was in No Holds Barred. He was the
Yeah.
bad guy in No Holds
He's the
Barred.
bad
So,
guy, yeah.
so really,
I can't hate on this, to be honest.
it makes sense.
Also, Mark, you're gonna kill me. You could get this and get a smart Mark Sterling. Pop off the head.
I guess if I really wanted a
Like there's never been a suited wrestling
Mark
figure
Sterling,
until this. So you need the Kurt Fuller.
Oh, wait, not an elite though.
well,
What?
I'll just use.
There's tons.
There's plenty.
I
build
guess.
figures.
So I just got the recent Cody. I talked about it a couple weeks ago because I wanted to make you because it's the pointer finger.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking neck tat on. I can't do it.
Oh no!
I
Damn!
didn't even think
Nail-
about that until I
Nail
opened it.
polish remover that in 2
Oh,
seconds.
I don't do fix.
No,
Yeah.
the nail polish wouldn't remove
He doesn't
it.
do a fix up on the figure that he's making. The custom figure.
I
That
have
he's-
rules when I do customs and fix up.
Thanks,
But-
man.
I think I might get this Kurt Fuller. And did you see that he's getting them to do a signing like this weekend?
Oh.
All
So
right.
I love it. I'm all for it. I will definitely get the Ghostbuster one. I might get this one. I have no need for the retro one, like zero need for the retro. This one I might get. I will get the Ghostbuster one. So
Okay.
Kurt Fuller has a 6-inch action figure before Mark Sterling does. So
that is true.
True.
That is true.
Ouch.
Wow.
All these
And-
facts are just hurtful this week, D.
This is the first figure, a part of the Regium series. So,
Is that what it's
Regium?
called?
yep.
Is that really? Is that a for shoot?
Grapplers and Gimmicks Regium series. What the hell is
What does
Regium?
that even mean?
It's royal.
What?
It's French for like royal or something. So
Regium.
he just found a nearby thesaurus or whatever. So it's all right.
Regium meaning Regium is a Latin
regime?
word.
Like a regime?
Regime?
No, Regium. R-E-G-I.
Did he spell regime wrong?
No. Here, I'm going to tell you right now.
No, did he spell regime?
What is this?
No.
here? What?
I think
I'm
Google
telling you the-
autocorrects to it. Sorry, Mark.
Regium is a Latin word that translates to royal, kingly, regal, or of a king. in
King
English.
Mitch.
All hail King Hostel.
Oh, fuck. Next.
What a
Well,
news week, huh?
The Carney talk, man, hockey talk, man. I don't know how the fuck he got this made, but
How much is that going to cost to get signed next time you see him?
hey, it's sold out, pal.
Yes. Well, also,
Hockey talk, man.
Honky's Microbrawler's so old it was in a baggie, so this would be
Yes.
the first one on a card.
First, hockey
Kinda
gets
cool.
it. This one on a card in the red, only 300, sold out.
Great.
That's badass.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Also, Ethan Page showed up in his vlog. The figures. Listen, they're finally here, baby. I'm very happy for this, man. Very happy.
I like the Scream head a lot more than the Stoic head.
Yeah, I do too.
And
Also,
I feel
that-
like that one's not sitting on the peg properly.
Maybe-
It's gonna be
maybe
pushed
that's-
Well,
down.
these are early samples. We'll
Yeah, it's gonna be a little pushed down a little bit. Not the best shot of it, but still.
It's
awesome.
also posed totally incorrect.
see. Well, I
Because
think
when he does the face
Yeah, I
thing,
know, yeah, it's not even
his
close.
hand is up like this, not
Yeah.
like this.
this
That
isn't.
looks, that looks like he's going to pick a bug.
Right.
Yeah, this
Or he's
isn't an
messing up with
official.
the Smart Mark Sterling.
This isn't an official e-commerce photo. I mean, I think
That
this
too,
is something.
right, yeah.
This is something that just one of the employees that whoever he's in communication with, just took in a shadow box real quick and just showed it to put in the vlog. So
That's
Still
cool.
pretty sweet. I'm going to need one signed for my garage. I'm going to need one to pose in my collection. I'm going to need one for the Creator Pro desk. It's gonna be,
yeah.
gonna be
Ego's
loaded up.
a fellow figure guy, so I'm very happy for him. I know that this means a lot to him, and it's always cool when someone gets their own figure, but I think it's very special when it's like
it
a
means
wrestling
more,
figure
yep.
or other figure collector for sure.
yeah.
And actually, since he's on the screen, he's going to be part of episode 300.
Oh wow, we should get Chernoff as well.
He
And
could
then,
be in the Good Housekeeping at the end.
no, maybe he should intro the show, and then he does a limited edition figure in that suit to tie Joey
Major
Knight.
300.
I think so. I'm gonna talk to him.
If he could do it, I'll do that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very cool. D, what else we got next?
Yeah, you could show your support for All Ego Ethan Page at ringsidecollectibles.com, a part of AEW Unrivaled Collection Series 15, wrestlingfigures.com. Use code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%. Next, we got
Oh boy, first of all, Jerry
What a
McDowell.
What a flex.
First
What a
of all,
flex.
guys, he's flexing the card, and then this Mr. America unreleased figure is more of like a fuck you, motherfuckers. I have a big
Right.
cock.
So I don't know anything about this, so catch me up, please.
Okay, so
Okay.
this
Pretty
is
awesome.
okay. Now I got an official statement from Jeremy, so I'll read that after. But let me do it in dumbed down terms.
Okay.
Okay. The Wrestling All Stars card. You're familiar with that, Mark? That we kind of base our newest cards off of.
Yep.
A Hogan Pop 10 does not exist. Okay? It's not possible. It's not out there, right? This card is from the Popey, figure line, right?
Super Pro Wrestler Series from
Which
1981.
actually predates that All
Which
Stars
is
card.
the craziest part of this because that's 82. This
Right.
is 81.
So this would predate that card, and then it gets into the rules of pack pulled, not pack pulled. But then that All Stars card is not in a pack either. It's in a fucking saran wrap fucking stack.
Yeah.
Anyway, this from that. First of all, this card is rare to begin with because a lot of the Hogans don't even come with fucking Hogan, right?
Yep.
PSA graded Gem Mint 10. I believe
is
it's Pop 2.
Fucking mind blowing.
I believe it's
how does
Pop
Two of those
2.
happen?
exist.
And then,
Yeah, like-
just to fuck with everybody, he poses it next to an unreleased Jack's Classic Superstar Mr. America.
Which I didn't even realize had such a fun scan on it.
It's great.
I know, which basically Mattel gave us, but still, that's still.
Yeah, he showed this off back in 2018. This is
I
the
know, but I don't remember
Yeah.
having that scan, that fun, like doing the like ooh,
All right, so I
So
got
this
a
is like
statement-
this is a Hogan rookie card.
yes.
Yeah.
Mint 10.
True.
Hogan rookie.
Hogan's true rookie
True
card.
rookie.
which might be the most expensive wrestling card of all time. This is what Jeremy said. I'll try not to stutter, Jeremy. I've been a collector my entire life. I've seen what can happen when serious money gets involved with a sport or fandom and sees it as a relevant investment. 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 10 is the best example. Vintage high-grade baseball cards in the last 20 years have skyrocketed in value. In 1999, you could buy a PSA 10 Mantle Pop 3 for $115,000. One transacted at that level. Today, that card would sell for $40 to $50 million. A PSA 9 sold for over $12 million in 2022. The ROI for the PSA 10 is about 500x in 25 years. That's a return unachievable in just about every single asset class except for crypto. I believe wrestling, and Grail wrestling specifically, will lead the way in terms of high-end collectability. It's trailed traditional sport, but it won't forever. I believe the PSA 10 Hogan Popey is the first $1 million wrestling card in the next 10 years. It's his true rookie, and there is a gem mint 10. Even then, at $1 million, the Grail wrestling card will be worth only 2% of the Mantle baseball Grail.
Wow.
Jesus.
Pretty insane. So maybe
a genius investment, dude.
So D, do you remember if he said this was a Pop 2? I could have swore he said it was.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only two of these.
That blows my mind too.
Yeah. So unfucking real.
Yeah.
So I saw on Twitter him recently say, like, I am looking for the such and such Hogan figure, cash in hand, will buy right now. Not figure, card.
Okay.
Does that have something to do with this, or that's just one that he does that every once in a while, right?
He does it every once in a while, but
Because he's still looking for that All Stars.
Well, the 10
Hogan.
doesn't exist. You can't look for it. It's not. There's no. It doesn't exist.
Right.
You know.
Right. So is he trying to buy one that he could make it a 10?
I mean, in theory, I guess maybe, right?
Right.
Pretty wild story.
He just bought this,
Just bought it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and we don't know how much it was.
I know, but I don't think he's publicly said it, so I won't say.
Okay. And he thinks it's going to be $1 million, so it's probably less than, he probably bought it for less than $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say that. Yeah, less than $1 million.
yeah, and then the.
I mean, if it was $100,000, it's insane for a wrestling card, right? $100,000.
Yeah.
But if you think in 10 years that could be $1 million, that's a hell of an investment, right?
Absolutely. Even with inflation, fuck.
Right.
Yeah, and for more information on this pictured figure, this is the 2007 unreleased. This was a part of the WrestleMania ticket promotion giveaway. So the actual figure that was released was the 2-in-1 Hogan. That was like the giant, Hogan machine / with the gloves or whatever.
Yeah.
So this was the original release, and
This was supposed to be the figure?
yeah, this was supposed to be the WrestleMania ticket promotion giveaway. Yeah,
I could have swore this was in like a Ruthless Aggression line and it got pulled.
no, this is 2007. Yeah, and he even said in the description,
wow.
2007. So this is part of the original giveaway, and the other card that was pictured here was the other Hogan rookie, is the Tiger Mask Mini Pro Guess Hulk Hogan trading card. So he's got a very expensive collection, 2 massive big boy purchases.
Wow.
Wow. Congratulations, Jeremy. All right, what do we got next, D? Oh, we got new photos here of the latest Elite set, Series 110. We have Roman Reigns.
Yeah, this is the first release of Roman Reigns. I believe this has a new head, and this is the first release. I think we mentioned it when we showed off the WrestleMania reveals. This is the first release, I believe, of the new gold.
title, right?
Yeah. So this is your first opportunity to grab that.
Austin Theory with the
that's
US
the best
title.
Austin Theory
Best
yet.
Austin Theory head.
Yeah.
Kind of more serious.
Yeah, new torso on that as well. So nice updated body for Austin Theory.
Butch with the jersey, and there's a chase.
Is he not Butch anymore?
Yeah,
done again.
he reverted back to Pete Dunne, I think, in
Okay.
December. So yeah,
So
it
I
comes
guess
with the
to
soft.
look at that, you're going to have to check out the kickers to know if you found the chase, huh?
Yeah, I think you might be able to tell by
Oh, the
the
wrist
butcher,
tape.
the butcher singlet. Oh yeah, and the wrist tape as well. Yep. Okay.
Okay, got it. Rhea Ripley updated. Very cool with the women's title.
SmackDown Women's Championship white gear. I think these are
the flex in the packaging.
Yeah, I like that.
I think these might be new arms. So yeah, and this is, I believe, the first one with like the black slick back hair. So, and more tattoos on the legs, possibly getting a new tattoo every week. So got to keep him updated. I know that Jey Uso, he's getting more ink as it goes on. And I think that Ultimate Edition, I don't even know if that has the back piece yet. So
Boy.
yeah.
Kit Wilson, this is the Pretty Deadly. Pretty cool. These are definitely toyetic. The other face I think are
love
better, but I like
the alternate head skins.
Yeah.
Make these cool.
Yeah.
Elton Prince. These are great. Very toyetic.
Those alternate head scans like together, like that's a very unique
Yes. Very
figure
cool.
set.
And Bruno Sammartino. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be getting this because the one in the blue is just more classic to me. This was supposed to be in the Legends line a couple sets ago, right, D?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I believe.
That pick is so wildly photoshopped on the packaging. Doesn't even look real.
And now,
Yes.
Brian is all in on these knuckle crunches. I'm still not like convinced, but this is the newest set.
But you haven't had them in hand yet, right?
I've seen them at Walmart.
Well, I think you need to buy one and open one and for research purposes.
They're just too little for me, you know? Like I get
they're 3 1/4. They are bigger than the Rumblers. I think the Rumblers were either 2 or 2.5 inches.
I love the Rumblers.
Love them.
These are cool. My nephew would love these.
I don't like little figures that have too much articulation. That's
These
me
don't have
personally.
a lot of articulation.
They have enough.
This is the best kids product since Rumblers, and Rumblers has been
Rumblers is
done
great.
over 10 years. So
Brian and I were talking about this off air. My biggest fear, and like Mattel does all the time, okay, this is Series 3. Does it make it past Series 5?
like they'll even pivot even if it's working, which is
Right.
Which
But that's
is
what
whatever. For whatever reason, that's what they do in the kid department. I don't know why, but
What was the one before this that was a little bigger but the same look, like Slam and Crunch or something like
Bend
that?
and Bash.
Bend and Bash. Like those were fine. Those were great.
Those were 5.5 inch scale, I believe.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought these were all the same things until I saw it in person.
I think these are much more unique because of the size and collectible and more fun, kid friendly. I just think there's something.
They give me
about them
Hasbro vibes. That's why I like them.
Yeah.
The weight, Mark, they're so tiny. They're like.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because you can skew a lot of stuff and you can put a lot more items on planograms.
I agree.
Right.
I mean,
A lot of
Rumblers has some
reusable
incredible
parts,
stuff.
you know.
All right, so we have Rey Mysterio.
He comes with a green trash can.
That's Saturn's green garbage can from WCW Toy Biz.
See, look, they're sneaking in like classic shit in here too.
Yeah.
Or accidentally.
AJ Styles. I mean, listen, they look great.
Not jacked enough.
That's good.
Not
pretty
jacked
jacked.
enough.
They're all in the same buck, pretty much. So nice portraits. He comes with a guardrail, shovel, and sledgehammer that were
I
included.
also love the packaging with like the cartoon image of the guy. I think that's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and it's also on the side panel as well.
Yeah.
John
Another Cena. That's a repaint ski though, right?
Yeah, for Wave 3.
Right.
He was in Wave 1. He's currently on shelves right now on the East Coast, and I believe Wave 2 is just now hitting the West Coast.
Yeah, Wave 2 you can find on eBay like with like Cody and stuff like that.
Cody,
They're like in
Austin.
Canada, or some guy from Canada has a ton on eBay. For
Well,
some reason.
Canada's been getting a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah.
And then he comes with
Cena
a
comes with
stretcher.
Stretcher and a crutch.
And Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio.
Not jacked enough, but I like it.
Looks like Roman Reigns' spotty.
Well, because they're all the same, dude. Yeah. I dig it. That's really
Pretty cool.
cool. Father
Comes with a
son, same
pallet.
set.
I was like, what is that? A pallet?
2x4.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was the pallet that came with the. A lot of these accessories came with the rebound ring. So nice.
Rebound ring, I will say, incredible. Love
What
it.
are these retail for, Deke?
I believe $784 or so, and then the ring
I
is
think, dude,
22.
you get a figure, so a cool
Yeah.
accessory that breaks.
And that's the thing too that
In
the
this
Bend
day
and
and
Bash,
age, that's unbelievable.
the Bend and Bash didn't even come with any accessories. I think the Bend and Bash were maybe like 12, so those might have been more than a basic possibly. And yeah, I don't think those had a ring. I think they did have deluxe playsets for that. I think like there was like a Roman Reigns with a weight bench and a few things like that. But there's a lot more play to come out of these. So, and that's exactly what you want for the demographic that this is targeted
Right.
towards. So
I don't hate them, but I don't love them. I don't love them.
I'm on board. I'm Team Knuckle Cruncher.
Is that all we got for the news, D?
yeah, that's it. Use hashtag WWE Crunch for your knuckle cruncher posts. So
Oh, boy.
get the
All right.
movement going.
And we got some ringside news. Let's go to the ringside news. I'll pull up my text from John.
Broski's been knuckle crunching with his left hand. So
Oh, I told you it doesn't work.
He gave up.
we'll
Doesn't
have
work.
to post about that.
Like my left shoulder is bad too, so I was getting pains in the shoulder area.
Sorry.
All right, all right, here's some news. Check out new middle card picks of Elite Series 110 with Rhea Ripley, Pretty Deadly, Austin Theory, Roman Reigns, Bruno Sammartino, and Pete Dunne Butch. New pre-orders coming later this week. Oh, this is nice. Elite 111 with Cody Rhodes, Tony D'Angelo, Ricochet, Finn Balor, Sandman, and Trish Stratus. Ooh.
Timely with that Sandman Dark Side of the Ring airing this week.
And we've learned since we saw those photos that Sandman, the red singlet, is pure, sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. Not real. I never wore it.
We'll see when the final packaging sample.
Do we think that like WWE and people responsible for the Sandman figure could be like shaking in their boots about this Dark Side of the Ring?
Nah.
It could go really bad.
There's been so much
I mean,
WWE representation.
If they signed Sandman not knowing the stuff, they're fucking idiots.
That's also like,
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't sign a choir boy, dude.
Yeah.
I guess.
We got Survivor Series Elites with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Bushwhackers. Luke and Butch. I need those, baby. And there's a Build-A guy for that, too. Isn't there?
Break the glass, D. Who's left?
For what wave?
The Survivor Series Elites, Owens, Sammy, and the Bushwhackers?
Yeah, that hasn't been announced yet, but it's Adam Pearce.
Whoa.
We read that through the grapevine.
Right.
That's cool first figure.
Yeah.
Ultimate Edition 22 with Gunther, John Cena, and Jey Uso. Expected in soon, WWE from the Vault with the Dudleys, Bubba and Devon, DX, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Hardcore Kane, Undertaker, John Cena, Ultimate Warrior. Unmatched 9 with Jeff Hardy, Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, Claudio, Yuta, and Jamie Hayter. And up next, the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, and Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Number 10, Roman Reigns, Elite 110. Number 9, Rhea Ripley, Elite 110. Number 8, Outsiders, 2-pack, ringside exclusive. Number 7, Swerve Strickland, Unrivaled 14. Number 6, Ethan Page, Unrivaled 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Number 5, Seth Rollins, Elite 109. Number 4, oh no, he fell off. Jeff Jarrett, Double J,
No.
ringside exclusive.
Favorite wrestler.
Number 3, he FaceTimed me today, Double J. I said, Jeff, is this a butt FaceTime? But Karen wanted to see the up close and personal.
Oh. I thought it was a pitch to get you to join Global Force, but okay.
No, I would. Hey, only if I'm the champ. Number 3, CM Punk Pipe Bomb. Defining moments ringside exclusive. Number 2, Cody Rhodes Ultimate Edition. Number 21 and number 1, Roman Reigns Ultimate Edition 20.
Wow.
Very cool.
Sick.
And up next is weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster Cup. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all.
right, weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's. Remember, guys, this Friday, the last time to get your big rubber guys, also your first time to get your new Major Bendy's. Make sure use the hashtag Major Bendy's each and every week. If we talk about your post, we'll send you a little prize key. I can't believe this is the winner this week, but check it out.
Pixel Dan. Pixel Dan says, today at the Kane County Toy Show, Scott from at My 2D Heroes gifted me this amazing giant cutout he made of my Major Bendy's figure.
Oh, snap.
I bought a giant Skeletor cutout from him at a show last year, so this was an awesome surprise and will be so cool to display together. That's pretty cool.
That incredible toy show that me and Cabana went to that's on one of our vlogs.
Oh,
so
wow.
Check it out. I guess it happens like quarterly. Don't quote me on that. 3
Oh,
times
yeah,
a
that
year?
was an epic vlog, man.
Fuck. I think we need to like make a legit trip there, all of us. Like, that's how crazy it was.
When we're all retired and our job is to just go around the country, go to toy shops.
Right.
All right.
I'll never retire.
Gets his armpit back to normal
Never
size.
time. I do want to say the first thing I got this week, not a purchase, but a gift ski. Jimmy's Seafood just sent me so much crab cake,
God
egg
damn.
rolls, all different soups for my injury.
Stomach
So-
That's
rumbling
great.
here in this right now.
So thank you
That
very
sounds
much.
amazing.
I feel like we got to make a return to Jimmy's maybe for Live 21 after Kowloon, maybe fall time.
I would love that.
Jimmy's the absolute best. Thank you so much, guys. I did want to throw that out there. But my first purchase of the week, so happy about this. I've been talking, hoping that these figures would come out. The Star Wars Retros, the episode 1. So they made them like the old school 70s and 80s figures.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pack of 6. So you got, you got Obi-Wan Kenobi. You got Qui-Gon Jinn. You got Darth Maul. You got Queen Amidala. You got Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
And,
I'm waiting for this fucking guy, but he's
and you got the battle
going
droid.
in here.
Well, he said Amidala, which
Yeah.
was Amidala.
Amidala.
Even I
Listen.
knew that was wrong.
I wish they would have made Anakin. Like, how do you not make fucking Anakin?
Yeah.
Did we
But
talk about this? The kid won't sign or whatever.
no, that's not true. I just literally got his Black Series a couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
never mind then.
Man, I don't know where the hell I am on those, and I could, you gun to my head, I have no idea if I ordered those. I don't know why I don't
These
have
are
them. If you
Target
do.
exclusives.
I did not order them. 1,000,000% did not. Then Target exclusive
Yeah, Target exclusives. Comes in a pack
for
of 6.
what? Okay.
I don't know where Anakin, because Darth Maul you need, Queen you need, Qui-Gon you need, Jar Jar you need. But I feel like you need a battle droid too. Maybe they should have made a pack of 7.
Battle Droid. Who else is there?
And Obi-Wan.
I could see a world where Anakin replaces Qui-Gon, to be totally honest. Or Obi-Wan.
Are you guys
Obi-Wan?
I would
speaking
rather
English
have
right now?
Anakin over Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in that
But
set.
I love what Hasbro is doing with these old school retros, and it's because of these that I'm all out of the vintage collection. So I'm
Interesting.
doing the original retros, the re-release and brand new retros, Black Series, and Power of the Force. So I have no use for the vintage collection.
Well, I didn't get anything this week, but I will just bring this up right now. I am in the market for a bigger display for my turtles. I want to get a trophy case situation.
Did you
And-
buy the kitchen?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
And when I do get a trophy case situation, I'm going to be moving my room around big time, and I will then have a place to display those retro figures.
Very cool.
But
Are you gonna
things
go back? Are you gonna go back and get them all? Or
I have
to
them
get
all except for that.
Oh, okay.
I have every single one of them still in card, but I think I'm going to open them.
And you've been getting like the re-releases, right? When they do like a New Hope.
Yeah, I have everything.
Got it.
But I also really want to, and we don't talk about this a lot, I really want more stuff in my room that's just like cool, nice, like art pieces. Like I have so many cool pictures and things from wrestling that is not in the room, and I would love to sort of find room on the wall to display those things instead of just figures. It's looking too busy.
Fair.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you guys have really brought the cool down with all this Star Wars and turtle talk. I'm going to bring the cool up with Big Daddy Cool. My good friend, Big Kev, was at the Wrestling Universe this past weekend. Check that out. Ringside Collectibles Retro 2-pack.
Wow, it's hot.
Can't, unfortunately, be signed by Scott Hall, but Big Kev
Damn, he nailed that too.
crushed it.
He's a
on this
professional
for
with
me.
this paint pen.
Super cool. And then that's not all. That's not the best. What's the best is added to my TNA Marvel autograph collection. Maybe my favorite piece so far. Series 4. Big Kev, Paparazzi Productions,
Wow.
autographed.
I wonder
TNA
if he had to
Marvel
look up
figure.
how to spell paparazzi, because I would have to.
Mark, I'm so glad you said that. Here's a little tip I want to share with everybody. When I had Alex Shelley sign his with the same inscription, I literally said, hey, right away, I said, do you know how to spell it? And he goes, I think I do. I said, well, I'm going to Google it just in case. He goes, let me try to see if I get it correct. And we played a little game. He was correct in what he was going to do. Signed it. Awesome.
Okay.
Big Kev, love him to death. Didn't trust him so much. So I made a little Post-it.
There you go.
Nice.
Made a little
Okay.
Post-it. Spelt it out straight off a Google machine because I don't know how to spell it either. And the dudes at Wrestling Universe told me today when I picked this up that he literally he's like, oh, this is what he needs. Oh, it's on the Post-it because he was like, how do you spell that or whatever. And then the kid went to take it away, but he had the other one. He goes, no, I need to see that, dude. Leave that there because he was literally using it. So I guess the lesson I'm trying to give everyone is if you really care about something, don't leave anything to error. Take care of it yourself. Because if I just said, hey, how would that get done?
We'll talk about it next week, but I got a Hurricane Helms Funko Pop, and I gave it to Chelsea to bring to Hurricane. And it might be the first Funko Pop he's ever signed because it's literally brand new. And Shane's the best. He wrote, stand back, the Hurricane, blah, blah. But he didn't sign on just the bubble of the Funko Pop. It's all over the front of the box.
You didn't see this picture, Brian?
No.
It's unbelievable. He ruined it.
I'll show it next week when I have it in hand.
Ruined it.
And then I got to tell, I had to order another one instantly. And I'm going to have Chelsea do it again. And it might be the first, but then I'm thinking this might be the first ever one he's ever signed.
Good Lord.
Somebody
will want that. That's not
Sell it on whatnot.
I thought you were going to say you wrote to Matt, get well soon.
No,
or something.
it's all over the cardboard. He took it's beautiful signature. Took his time. But it's
Not great.
I'll talk about it next week. I did get this Chelsea Green. Jeremy, eat your heart out. PSA Gem Mint 10.
Well, that's
Chelsea Green. This is a 14 out of 25. This fucking Panini set. There's so many fucking weird ones. This is a tie-dye, it says.
That's all. I love a tie-dye. That's a great card.
So I got it. Gem Mint 10. Chelsea has no fucking clue what these are. She doesn't give a shit. I got it. I think I'm going to tap on the next Panini set, where I don't need them all. Because I was paying Papa Bear some big money for these.
But no, I thought he said the new one, she doesn't have as many variants, so he said it wasn't a big deal.
All right, well, Paul, hit me up. I'd like to
could
know
have
how
sworn
much
he
money
said
I
that.
have. Okay.
My man, Sal Davalos, messaged me, said, do you need these? I said, yep. So he picked up for me the entire set.
What?
Monday Night Wars 2, Rey Mysterio, WCW debut.
I can't. Do you even have Series 1 yet?
Triple H, I do. We've covered it on this show. Triple
Yeah, he opened
H, DX. How about this? My close personal friend who signed me some autographs. Big Kev.
Oh,
Kevin
man.
Nash with the hat. And look, guys, I'm going to share with you a little secret here. You ready? This is Nitro debut Nash, but it doubles as Kevin Nash's Arn Anderson from the famous skit.
Wait, for real?
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But you can
got
remove his
my
hat
ass.
and hair. It's pretty unbelievable.
Well
then we have
played.
this goddamn imposter over here.
Love that.
Big Daddy
Yes.
Cool Diesel, but I think his real name is Big Glenn. I don't know. And at the end of the day, y'all don't like it?
Wow.
Me neither.
Oh,
Referee, Teddy Long, Build-A-Figure.
I need these guys.
Truth be told, I think only Teddy and Big Glenn are staying. I think all the other three are Cut City.
Really?
The Ray, I tried to reference. I was like, if I can find any proof that he looked like this
That's
in
debut
ECW.
Ray, isn't it?
I'll keep
Oh,
him, but
it's WCW
the Elite
debut.
100 Ray is so much better, and so like there's no way.
I don't know.
Him.
I feel like this Ray is better.
It's not in my book. The Triple
Wait,
H
you're getting
is-
rid of that Kevin Nash?
Yeah, because like it just
You're
I can't
nuts.
keep
Are
them
you
all,
keeping the Scott Hall?
dude.
Brian's been cutting his Carapros. He's about. Give it 6 months. He's going to cut all this TNA signed figures.
No, that's like one of my favorite things I got going.
What made you decide to cut the Carapros?
For some Chara Pros were
Chara Pros.
sitting in my storage unit in a bin. Not doing, they didn't make the cut for the display. That's also a vlog you can check out. Me redoing my toy room. And I just felt like it was like a travesty. Like they should be appreciated. You know what I mean? I was like, I got to move on.
You kept the Scott Hall?
They didn't make the cut, and there's no plans for them to be displayed. So
that means if you're not keeping this Nash, that means you didn't keep the Scott Hall.
I didn't. Yeah.
You're nuts.
You're fucking nuts.
Two of the greatest figures in the last 5 years. Come on. What are we talking
It's
about?
cool. It's unique. It also comes with the other wig if you don't want the hat, which I don't know why you would even want to do that because it's not the moment, you know? It's just like Nash in a
Right.
black shirt.
I get it.
And Triple H is I think the easiest cut because this is literally that Legends figure without the camo stuff, but a different color type. Like who cares?
See ya. Actually, I only need the Nash and the Big Glen.
I think I would cut that Triple H only because there's I would keep the SummerSlam '98 Triple H instead.
That's from that era, and that's way cooler and more memorable.
Even though it's fucking wrong, but
You're nuts, dude.
Oh, dude, we gotta talk about this, man.
guys, I pre-ordered and it worked from Target. I got Yokozuna and I got the entire Legend set. Yokozuna is so good. I didn't want the Chase. The Chase has the white and the red.
I don't want that either. Man.
I almost kind of, it's like a travesty to display this with the robe because it covers what Yokozuna looked like,
Right. I also.
So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do because yes, he wore the robe, but when I close my eyes, I don't think of Yokozuna with the robe.
Yeah, you want to see that girth. Yeah,
I
on
want
the
to see.
shelf.
I want to see the sumo. When I close my eyes, I see Bret Hart with the leather jacket. You know what I'm saying? Or I see Rick Rude with the robe. I don't see
Right.
Yokozuna with the robe. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here.
So I pre-ordered as well from Target.
Yep.
4 figures. I did not pre-order Muhammad Ali because I don't need him.
Okay. First of all, I got Ali. Don't know what I'm going to do with him. I think it's excellent, but
What I don't understand is I've gotten 4 different shipping notifications,
okay.
all within the same time frame,
Yeah.
all different deliveries. Like Sultan came, I want to say Saturday.
Okay.
I have him here, and Captain Lou came today.
Okay.
And the Yoko and the Hulk have shipped, but I don't know where they are. They went misdirected. It's just a baffling
This
financially
is
in business.
the third or fourth time in a row where I've ordered 2 of the Chase, trying to get both, and I got both.
And I've never got the Chase in trying to do so. So,
So you're opening the
there's
Sultan
2
right
sides of that story.
now.
I'm doing a live unboxing of my Sultan, which looks amazing.
I have him right here in my hands.
I need a Sultan.
I will say early contender for figure of the year.
Whoa, that's deep.
Yeah, as well as Yokozuna. I'm going to give a good old Howard Finkel. However,
Fuck, that rules. The insert with the photo.
insert's awesome. My however is this dog shit fucking soft goods cape.
Really?
I want to hear your opinions on it. It almost ruins the figure for me.
Okay, we have closed grips, C grips, and the cool,
Weird, claw hands.
Uso kind of hand, which
Which
I
I
probably
don't-
wouldn't want to do.
I don't recall Sultan doing that kind of pose, so I wouldn't use those hands.
I mean, this is a top shelf Troy question, but the Sultan run is not much.
It's actually, it starts 96, and he gets his figure, his jacks, in summer 97, so it's about a year, but they showed up at Toy Fair in January or February, so they were pretty damn quick with it.
I literally think his run feels longer to us because of the Bone Cruncher, not what was
Maybe.
actuality.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Does this thing stay on his head? Or
Yeah, it
there's a
does.
thing in there? Oh, there's a thing in there.
Oh, there is. Shit, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, there's a plastic. See it, pal. Much better. I don't think this is dog shit soft goods.
You don't? I do.
Dog shit's a pretty intense term.
I mean, I
think
feel
the
like
hat
I
is
do.
Does your hat sit good on yours?
My hat sits great on mine.
Mine keeps popping a little.
I love this figure. I just hate
very toyetic, very
I hate the soft goods cape. It's like a felt material.
It's not incredible, but I don't think it's dog shit by any means.
It's one of those ones that like
I do like that you can slip it on and off without untying it.
It's a permanently wrinkle job. You know what I'm saying? And it like fluffs out too much. The actual figure, like I said,
pretty wild. Holy shit!
Unbelievable.
Shaved head with the pony.
So good.
Wow.
I
think the scary hands are where it's at with this.
But are you just making that up? Is he like known for that pose?
Bro, he's not known for nothing. This run was fucking 7 matches.
My rule, and I just
got a Mania match. I mean, that's
rule.
That's about what I remember.
I'll let him breathe. I usually display with the hands that are in the package, like on it.
No, that's a crazy rule.
But that's usually what they do, like Captain Lou with the 1 point.
I mean, to like pigeonhole yourself with that rule.
It's not pigeonhole. If there's an exception, like if the latest SummerSlam X-Pac had the suck it hands as the alternate. So I'm going suck it hands.
Yeah.
First of all, Captain Lou, unbelievable as well. Soft goods T-shirt, but hard goods like overshirt, like smaller in size. We needed a Captain Lou. I think it's really
a long time coming, huh?
Very long time coming for Captain Lou. And then, of course, Ichiban.
Man, I'm excited to get that.
Hulk
I think that's the one I'm the most excited about, and I've been the one on the show going, no more Hogan.
It's so fucking great. It's incredible.
It's so different. I like it.
Now, I also got the Chase. I don't think I'm keeping this one with the red knee pads and the blue boots. I want the silver ball.
I don't need that Chase either. I get it, but nah.
Now, maybe you guys could help me out here. And guys, if you're watching on YouTube, help me out in the comments. So, like, I have a Japanese shelf in my figure collection. Do I need one of these Hogans to go on that shelf?
I think you could, for sure.
But should I put the Chase there, maybe?
Bro, this Captain Lou is so unique for Mattel.
It's great.
Like, it's just because they don't make squatty, short, fat guys. Like this is crazy different than, like, shit they've done.
It's so good.
Yeah, wow. I can't get this other arm to go down. Other than that, it's pretty freaking awesome.
What do you think, D? What do you think I should keep the other Hogan in the Japanese shelf, or should I get 2 of these silver boots?
Also, you didn't put over that he comes with the goddamn gold record to break?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to display him with that. Are you?
Unless it falls apart. Like
it kind of does.
If you blow on it? Oh, does it?
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, no. Look, I got it. I think I might have him hold that.
Yeah,
maybe I will. I think this is a great Legend set. I'm afraid.
Very unique set.
I'm afraid some of them might be a little peg
Dude, that
warmers.
looks fucking great.
No, it looks great. I'm afraid that Sultan, Captain Lou, and Muhammad Ali are all going to be peg warmers.
You know what? We've said that so many times, and then they just don't, though, for some reason, because they get marked down so fast.
Well, that's what it is, because they get marked down so fast.
You know, it's just like it doesn't happen. I guess whatever they're doing is working, because I think you buy right away like us because you're diehards, and then if you don't, and then kind of is what it is.
I mean, it's only a matter of days, I'm sure, before they're cheaper on Target.com and we can price adjust.
I mean, that's happened so many times.
Yeah.
Dude, this Captain Lou's getting posed like this. The record, the point.
Yeah, it looks great.
That's a fucking cool figure, man.
Now, here's my question for you, Brian. Like, do you have to readjust everything in your toy room unless, like, he's a fronter?
So it depends if there's room in the era of the shelf. I can just get them in there.
Yeah.
Right. And then one of them with the shelves is almost like a miscellaneous. I kind of like, left and right it to kind of where they fit the best. But
right.
One day I'll do a mass cleanup when that's full.
Yep. It's a great set. I mean, Mattel did a great job on all these. I love them.
And again, I want to point out this new Legends packaging.
Way better than the fucking Elites.
Bro, why can't the Elites be sturdy if these are so good? This is like, you could hit someone over the head with it and hurt them.
Yeah, it's even better than back in the day.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then in a modern day Elite is like, and you could break it. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it's
the same company making the same figures at the same time. Like, there's got to be some kind of compromise
these are
here.
for collections. I mean, collectors that are going.
That's
to keep them
still
in
bullshit because they make Legends.
But even the way
Terry Bam Bam Gordy just had an Elite in a shitty balsa wood made packaging. Like,
True.
get out of here.
But also, like, you see the whole figure here. It's not cut off at the fucking waist.
There's so many positives. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's so great. It really is. But who's the next Legends line? I'm sure we know. I just can't wrap my head around it.
I'm sure we know. I feel like I have no outstanding pre-orders, though. That was my last Target pre-order. So,
And you're not trying to get the Yoko Chase, right?
nah, hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I see what they did there, but not enough meat on the bone. I would have done the white and the black. At least it's like Hasbro-esque.
I think I would have contemplated that for sure.
I would have contemplated that because we also needed a fucking bearded Yoko on red and black tights.
We talked about when we saw the pictures of that, how there was no beard head was kind of a travesty, but it is what it is.
The other beard head Yoko we can't use because he's on white and black. It's not correct.
It's Mashup City.
Mashup City.
My last purchase of the week, I grabbed some cards off eBay. A couple heroes of mine, sports icons. I grabbed this Mike Piazza to 25. Just thought it was a pretty ass card.
That's cool.
I actually tried to win it in a break, and I got salty, so I just bought it.
You gonna try to grade that?
Yes, we'll go to Papa Bear and try to get one graded, and then my next sports icon, a man who would never give you a Tom Brady tornado autograph.
Oh wow!
Smart Mark Sterling AEW autographed. I have had a save search for this for months.
Holy, I don't have that.
Months.
That's the first one I've seen.
This is
guys. I want you to take a look.
25.
At that. Can you take a look at that for a second? That's an autograph that I took my time. I did 7.
Now it's a put over set.
150 of those, and I made sure all of them were good.
It does look nice.
Yep, and this also will be going to Papa Bear Paul to Slab City and see what we can do. And hopefully,
wow, thanks, man.
Make some magic.
Cool. That's the first time. Honestly, I think that's the first time I've seen that card with the signed version.
Mark, I've had save searches for it since it came out. Months. And I missed it maybe twice because people sniped them. And then this one was up for way too much, and it was with a Tony Nese signed one.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool.
That will be available on Whatnot this Thursday night. Card night with Moose and Sign Guy Dudley. But yeah.
That's cool. That's somebody who actually watches the product, because the most questions I get is, who do you manage now?
Yeah, there you go. Right. Pretty cool, though.
So is that it?
That was it for me.
All right. Up next, weekly purchases.
That's what we just did, pal.
Sorry. Up next. Up next, Major Mark purchases of the week.
Boys, we got a long episode this week, but you know what? Fuck it. It's been a long time since we had a long episode, Major Mark purchases of the week. Here's a banger right off the start. La Puma is back.
Man, he's a beast.
He says, Michael La Puma, for the past 4 to 5 years, there has been one item from my Hogan collection that has eluded me. I've come close, within inches, seeing maybe 2 in my search for sale over the years, but it never works out. Finally, 2 weekends ago, while in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for my daughter's basketball tournament, I visited a flea market. There it was, looking me in the eyes.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
The 1987 LJN Hulk Hogan Championship belt. The only problem was this one was loose, which I once had and since sold. I got to talking to the owner of the booth, and lo and behold, he had a mint on box one at home.
What?
I was hard as a rock. No Blue Chew needed. I knew this might be my last chance, so I made an offer he couldn't refuse. Definitely overpaid. But now I am finally the proud owner of the mint on box Hulk Hogan LJN Championship belt from 1987. 3 of the 4 black straps are still tied, and the function on the belt works. What a journey, brother.
Damn, dude. That's a piece. I don't think I've ever seen that in my travels.
Yeah. I didn't even know it existed.
I absolutely... What, the belt?
I didn't know. I'd never...
Yeah, like mint on card like that?
I bought it twice in my collecting career, mint on card, because that, if you go back to the photo, Mark, that Hogan, right? See the picture of Hogan?
Uh-huh.
That it swipes and then turns into the title, the world title. And so many times it's fucking, like my childhood one broke and it's like stuck all fucking cockeyed.
Uh-huh.
So like the only way, unless you're like actually physically testing it out to ensure that it's not broken, is to buy a mint on card one. You know, does that make sense?
Right.
Damn. All right, this is a good little story. You're probably saying, what's that?
I was saying that.
I'm going to say
Aaron Brandon said, so my wife...
Jersey collector, and that's where they're going?
No. So my wife texts me from Target and says, check out this pergola table. Now, I don't even own a pergola to necessitate an entire table.
I do.
So I asked her why. She said, aren't you looking for a big table with a rod running across the top for things to hang from for your fig photography?
Oh.
I married a keeper. I'm now 90% of the way there with setting up my arena and can't wait to get started with photos. Cheap plug, follow me on Insta at talkin_toys_2_yeah.
I will say this. When you put that picture up, I was very confused. Now I'm HARD about that. That's cool.
Right? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
So check him out on Instagram to see what he does with that.
What?
Guys, this this is something that completely left my memory. I saw this picture. It was so cool. Jeff Noyce. He says, had a customer hit me up regarding a trade for an item which I purchased from him that he now wants back. He offered up a wild trade, but the highlight of it was this absolutely mint, original, My Pet Monster, complete with chains. I've had a couple in the past, but I never saw one this minty in person. Had to drive this bad boy home in my baby seat because, priorities.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like if you didn't know somebody or have that in the 80s.
I had it.
You had a weird childhood. If you
Yeah,
didn't.
I had definitely had that.
You were sheltered or something.
What the fuck
Everybody
is
had
it?
that.
And then you use the handcuffs to chain up your buddies.
Sure.
Playing
What
cops and
the
robbers.
fuck is this?
It's a big one. Gabriel Diaz Jr. finally picked up this lot I made a deal on at the beginning of the month. Backtracked to the NBA draft and the Spurs getting the first pick overall, I ended up becoming a season ticket holder. Fast forward to the end of the regular season when a buddy texts me wanting to get rid of his Star Wars figures. He made the offer of 2 games and $250 cash for the lot. I couldn't pass up the deal. Figures included Power of the Force Saga Series 12-inch figures, Micro Machines, and a few figures from the original 70s line, to name a few. In total, 300 items at a major steal. So 2 game tickets and $250.
I'm going to beg to differ. That's a risky deal. Wembenyama's rookie year, if he gave him the tickets to a game where something significant happened, he's out money on that one.
That's if he kept the ticket stubs, you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, is he going to try to flip these? Because most of these are fucking valueless.
No, I think he just wants
That's
them.
another reason.
Okay,
I was
that's fair.
gonna say
That's
that.
fair.
All right. This is pretty cool. I didn't even know they did this. Brent Richardson. Last 4 years, I've gone to Double or Nothing as my yearly big wrestling trip, but this year I changed it to Revolution as I really wanted to be in the building for Sting's last match. So glad I did, as it was far and away my favorite match I've ever seen live. The atmosphere in the building was crazy. I've been wanting something to commemorate the match and saw that on the Pro Wrestling Tees Whatnot streams, they've been selling bags of glass from the insane Darby Allin spot in the match. Colt said there are only 10 available, and they've been selling 1 a week for a couple weeks now. This week, I finally got my hands on one, so beyond excited to have a bag of real glass from the coolest spot and the coolest match I've ever seen live. Soon, I'm going to have it framed alone with my ticket and some confetti I have from the end of the match as well. That's cool.
That's wild.
All right, this is
What the fuck?
This is from our boy, Buddy Rogers in the group there. Pissed off everybody. I bought an Ambrose and a Cena retros and paint so I could make a retro Ernest figure while I wait for Mitch to get the rights to make an actual retro Ernest
God.
grappler.
Bro, I thought that was Tookie Tucker, the wrestling trucker.
I knew it was Ernest right away.
Oh, I literally was like, Tookie Tucker, the wrestling trucker?
Oh my God,
going
Brian!
on here?
What a throwback there.
Oh, I love this.
Signed.
Signed?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Joseph James. Who else remembers the TV show Dinosaurs? Come on, buddy, we've talked about it.
Everybody.
Well, I recently got Steve Whitmire to sign my Robbie Sinclair figure. Steve was the puppeteer for Robbie. Next, I'm getting Baby Sinclair signed by puppeteer Kevin Clash. It'll be interesting to see how many names I can add to this unusual collection. That's pretty neat.
That's fun.
I got a lot of heat.
I love
'cause
this
said
line.
I
How do
didn't
you
like
find
the
these guys?
show. All right, last one. Here we go. David Sirianni, he says, posting this one, recently went to see Jeremy Piven to do a stand-up comedy show in Melbourne. I love him as Ari Gold in Entourage. So do we. But before that, he starred in a college stoner movie called PCU.
Oh, PCU's a classic, bro.
Pit Party, which has always been a favorite. I found out he was doing a free meet and greet, so I grabbed my copy of PCU Pit Party,
That's
threw on my best suit, and hoped that I could get his signature. Luckily, when I produced the DVD in front of Jeremy, he was happy to sign it. He said, "Oh, wow, a rare copy. I assume he doesn't sign these every day. I don't often get starstruck, but meeting him was pretty mind-blowing."
That's awesome.
cool, man. That's really cool.
Pretty badass.
I love PCU. Bro, so you ever seen that?
I can't recall.
I've never seen it, actually.
God, you guys both suck.
All right.
All right. Up next is Snubbed Superstars. All right, guys. Snubbed Superstars. A major mark chooses a figure line. Mark surprises us with that line, and we say, who was snubbed? Not who did they leave out, but who they fuck over, who they screw, who they snub.
All right, this one might be a hard one for you guys.
Okay.
Mark Halstead says, Jack's minifigures from the BCA era.
Got it right now. Wait, actually, no, it's like the reverse. They made Chainsaw Charlie, but they snubbed him on the Bone Cruncher.
Right.
They also made the King of the Ring crown and cape, but never made it for Bone Crunchers.
Right, which is also weird.
Yeah.
First off, it's weird. I loved those figures when I was a kid because I would take them on like vacations.
And they came with
stuff.
the rings.
The rings, so much fun, bro.
Yes. I used them as the mini figures, like it's Mini Vader, Mini Mankind. You know how they did that in WWE at the time?
The first thing that's jumping out at me is going to be X-Pac.
Ooh, okay.
Because we got all the rest of DX at the end there. It's right there
Yeah.
in the cusp where they kind of stopped making these.
I'll give you know what?
And then if you remember,
China as well.
China deal, one and the same. They switched to those like they look like knuckle crunchers. They get like all
those. I'm out on those.
and that's when it like died. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe X-Pac China.
Vince.
Vince would Vince,
That's a big
X-Pac
one.
China. And what the cool part about it is like it's the same look of the Bone Cruncher, just scaled down.
It's
Right.
pretty crazy.
So like they make Austin so over they make him in street gear.
Right, he's like there's so many. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one. China, X-Pac, Vince. I mean, a ref would have been nice. But I don't know if he's snubbed.
nah, I'm definitely not snubbed.
Especially since they don't make that.
There's got to be a big name we're missing.
Dude, Love.
I mean, they made Cactus.
They made Mankind. They made
You're
Mankind.
right. Dude, love. Jack's cameraman?
No.
Could have made a mini Jack's cameraman.
I mean, if you really got to think about it, they're not snubbed.
That's
what I'm saying?
what
Yeah, I
I'm
think
saying,
you're right. Dude, Love and X-Pac in China, yeah.
And Vince, I could see like the announcer Vince or any one of the Vinces they made.
Right.
Because you can't say like Big Show because that's it's over.
But Vince is pretty much a character all of '97, right?
Right,
I mean,
like
it
the
starts
announcer
then.
Vince with the microphone like that. You know,
Yeah,
they could have put that in.
sweet. That was a fun
fun.
one.
Yeah,
Because
cool.
hold on, they made Brett,
Yeah, bro,
they
whole
made
Hart
Owen, they made
Foundation.
Pillman.
Yeah, except Jim Neidhart, I would say, but he didn't even have a bone cruncher, so we're not going to go there.
Oh, really? Did they make headbang? I feel like they made headbangers.
Yep.
LOD, they did.
Is there no Godwins?
That's not snub though.
I know, but
I thought
like,
there
they
is
ma-
Godwins.
No,
They
there's
were
not.
They were
There's not.
pretty. The Goblins were pretty like involved in a lot of shit in that era, 96, 97.
Snubbed. I don't know. Savio Vega, they made.
Yeah,
Good line.
that's what's unique about those two is like that's one of those things. Is like when you're looking for them, like what do you write? Jack's mini figures? Like,
Oh,
that's not what they were
God.
called.
I know.
It's like slang.
I
Like,
just Googled it and I can't even.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta like
It
figure
took
it
me
out.
a while to get them all.
You have them all?
I do because towards the end they do make some like repaints where they turn Hunter Hearst Helmsley into DX Triple H.
Yeah.
And Rocky Maivia into The Rock, but that's like way later.
Is there a Farouk?
There's a Farouk.
There's a fruit.
There's Farouk. Goldust with his wig.
Right, that's fun. Man.
Yeah. Great set.
Great set.
Great set. All right, let's go to the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, if you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom, it's time to snap out of it. Blue Chew is what you need to perform where it's most important and perform in a major way.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than the pharmacy.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we've got a special deal for our major marks. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code MAJOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code MAJOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. All right, guys. Blue Chew, baby. I just heard word that Chelsea Green got drafted to SmackDown, which fucks up my whole life.
No.
Fucks up my entire life.
When you're not hurt, you're gone the same amount of time.
No, but here's the thing. My Monday is my whatnot day, my podcast day, but she's going to be home.
Oh, so Monday, Matt?
So it takes a day away from our day that we would spend time together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So it fucks everything.
On the flip side, you'll be leaving together pretty much, right?
No, she leaves. She'll have to leave on a Thursday to go to SmackDown.
So yeah, I guess you'll leave the day.
So really, we
have
only have 2 full days together now, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, just change it. You can just do the podcast on Mondays, and you could do everything else like on Thursday.
Not really, because then it's like cuts into your rest of your life.
Yeah, I could.
Anyway, that's terrible. Sorry, pal.
So what I was gonna say was now I'm gonna have to start like around the Q&A segment. Start choose the Blue Chew. Walk over the bedroom.
To go see if she's still awake after recording, huh?
Yeah,
you're gonna have a great Monday then.
Oh man,
it'll be great. There'll be somebody to make sure the dogs don't bark then while we're recording. I'm all for it.
Oh, the podcast is gonna get better.
Yeah.
Well, ask your questions. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. This week you'll get a Blue Chew magnet.
There's the first question. This is
my question.
Yeah.
All right. I can't read it, Mark.
From Daniel at DBrewer83. He says, is there anything figure-wise that a promoter could offer you that you would jump on a plane and take a booking? Ooh. A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, I mean, if it was the value of my...
The value of a booking, though.
I took it as a figure. I took it as one figure.
I'm thinking of like enticing, like...
That's tough.
Like if somebody was like, to me, I'll pay you in a set of green card Hasbro's on a card, you would take that?
I personally would not, because I have them, but
I would take that.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
I would. But I was.
I think you're lying. I think you would take that.
Wait, hold on a second.
If you thought about it,
I'm reading the question as one figure, because then I could say, oh, someone said like give me the whole LJN collection on a card. Oh fuck, of course I would do that.
Yeah.
But it's got to be one, or of course. It's got to be one figure.
What is one figure that's worth?
But okay, I would take Black Card, Macho Man, LJN Min on card
for a booking. That's a good one.
I would take any on card LJN, basically.
What?
Like if it was real mint?
For your rate, maybe.
Mark, some of those
Yeah.
are not.
No.
That's even insane. That's an insane statement.
Aren't they
You don't
worth
want-
$500?
You don't want to
Not-
fucking
no.
be Brian
Some
Blair.
you can get a Minute Cardell jam for like $75, bro. Like some of them are not worth. Yeah.
I thought they were all like $500.
No. A Popey,
No.
a couple Popies, Minute Card.
That Hogan Popey we just talked about with the card.
Oh,
Take
dude,
that.
I would take that in a heart. Sure, you got that. You want me to come wrestle? Who?
Yeah.
I'll put him over. Yeah.
All right, interesting.
Fun question, but yeah, I don't know.
All right, the artist formerly known as Jack Vana at Misfit21. If you can book a future Monday Night Wars Elite set, what 4 figures would you pick, and what would be the Build-A-Figure? This is my favorite set. I loved this question. Who
Realistically
do we
or
want?
fantasy?
Yes, I think realistically because
Now, it realistically makes it very tough because there's like, what haven't they done? Which I'm sure Mattel themselves are having this problem, right?
I think the sky's the limit on this, really. I think they could do, hear me out, heel dude love. Totally different like look,
great.
in my opinion.
Well, I don't even know what's so different.
I mean, it's kind of, everything's different. He doesn't have like different tights. He's not,
Yeah.
I think it's different, no?
Not a lot of meat on the bone in my head for that, but keep going.
Okay.
What
So-
I would like, you know what just stuck out to me? For the love of God, if you're going to do Kevin Nash like I just showed with the fucking black hat and shirt and stuff,
Okay.
do the Brett Goldberg spear correctly.
The right way.
Correctly.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a Maple Leaf jersey, whatever. Just a fucking jersey with a Maple Leaf or something or whatever, you know.
I can say fucking Nitro.
Dance around the IP.
Because it could be a plain jersey.
Jorts, you know, the shield you already made.
I like
thanks.
this.
Goldberg and what he was wearing. Be fantastic.
No, thanks.
No?
I'm not interested in that. I mean, I think it was neat that they made it, but I didn't even want it then. I don't even.
They didn't
Because it
really make it.
sucks. It's not even close to what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah. What about? So they just got Pillman, right?
Yeah.
Har Foundation Pillman.
Well, the Pillman we got is Heart Foundation Pillman from the original Legends. We got Zombie making the best Pillman of all time, possibly.
True.
If we went this route, hear me out on this.
Okay.
And I don't know how they could ever do it because they won't make the gun. Home invasion Pillman, but like in the Zubaz and shit.
I would like that.
I would love
pretty
that.
cool.
If they could dance around it.
But I
where it
also would like Heart
okay
Foundation
for kids,
Pillman in street clothes.
jeans and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about.
But then I would want like the rest of them like that. And they kind of really.
Well, he was like not like in my mind, in my memory, a lot of that
he
Har
only
Foundation
wrestles
stuff.
like a handful of times,
Yeah.
really.
So
that,
all
it's not
those
much.
vignettes and stuff, and not vignettes, all those promos, he's standing there in jeans.
Yeah, because he's hurt and he doesn't really do much.
So
I
in
don't
my
know.
opinion,
I don't know if they still have LOD under contract. I feel like they don't. Because I would say LOD 2000.
that would be sick.
Honestly,
So
that's a big one
toyetic.
but I don't think they can do it. You know?
Build a figure. I think that they could do NWO DiBiase.
I like that. I also would like old school Michael Cole.
That's kind of cool. And
like old school
NWO
Cole.
DiBiase is a layup, though, especially with getting the disciple and everyone. And that's not like that's probably got to be it because it's so not toyetic and fun.
But
Like, you can't put that in a package.
I also feel fuck. I was sad to say it's not quite Monday Night War, but it is.
It definitely is.
It is.
No, and it would be a deep cut, but they've done a bunch. Hardcore hack now that they have Sandman.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a fun
That's
one.
a deep cut.
Yeah.
Man. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of
Is there any
You just got to be
NWO
creative, you know.
peeps that we're missing?
NWO.
They need to sign Rick Bogner to match the Diesel. That'd be fun, but that's impossible.
that
I don't know
that
if
would
it's
never
possible. Is
happen.
Rick Bogner alive? I don't even know if he's alive.
NWO Henning.
I feel like he's not.
NWO Henning we're getting, aren't we?
We're getting it finally, right?
Oh,
I thought we got that.
all right. Here we go. Benny T at Eater of Cheese. If you could wipe any wrestling gimmick from everyone's memory to use as your own for one run in WWE, which would you choose?
That was my question. When I read that, what jumped out at me for everybody, would be Loose Cannon Brian Pillman, which I've lifted a lot from over the years. I think Broski's would be Macho King, Randy Savage.
Okay, I like that.
And Mark's would be just any incarnation of Jim Cornette.
Sure.
I dig that.
Again,
Yeah, that's a tough one. You have to be able to pull it off, right?
right.
Because I can't just say Roman Reigns, because me coming out as Roman
Right.
Reigns would not be great.
I think if Broski could have, like, in his perfect world, he'd be like the original version of like Chris Masters, where he's just like plays in. He's just a full body guy. Like, that's all that
I would
matters.
say like rated
He's all
R
oiled
Superstar
up.
Edge or Macho
That's a
King.
good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
I like it. All right.
All right. Well, up next is some good housekeeping. All right, guys, youtube.com/major WF Pod or at Major WF Pod. We've got some great vlogs up there. The Suplex Vintage Wrestling one is doing great. We have the behind the scenes of the Big Rubber Guy commercial. We're about to put me and Herman go into a little toy hunt in Texas, baby.
If I can put him over real quick here.
Yeah, Mark was
Herman
putting Herm over hard.
shot that with you, was your cameraman that day, and then I believe went back the next day because the footage is dated the next day, and got 20 minutes of B-roll of
Just the man,
store.
bro. Put it in the extra mile.
Herb.
Unbelievable.
Just
So
real
now
bare,
I have all
real
this
bare
footage to
minimum
work
of you,
with.
Herm.
They're really
That's
cool.
awesome. And then we also have the Clips channel. And then, guys, we're working hot. We're going to have to reschedule it. Probably this week we'll reschedule the incarnation of Zach and Kurt. Now that I can kind of move my arm a little more freely, I could probably get to the figures.
Yeah, because I don't know, did you mention it specifically that you had surgery on the day that we were supposed to?
No, I got an MRI.
Oh, right.
Well, either
that's
way,
it.
we
day,
didn't really
yeah.
like ever explain that to people why it was
then
getting
I
You had just
Yeah,
got home
right
that
away.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're working on that. Pro Wrestling Tees. Oh, also, guys, listen, for the behind the scenes of the Big Rubber Guy commercial, we're giving away a Ric Flair. So should we announce maybe on the next week's podcast who won that Ric Flair?
Sure.
Let's
So you
do
have
it. It's
one
long
week.
enough, right?
Yeah, you have 1 week to go watch this. You follow all the instructions in the video, and we're giving away a sold-out Ric Flair Big Rubber Guy, which I sold on Whatnot today for almost $200.
Jeez.
So you're getting that for free. ProWrestlingTees.com/Major WF Pod. We got some great merch up there, some classic merch. Check it out, ProWrestlingTees.com. Major Pod merch. If you want some just Major Pod stuff, we have some stuff from various live shows. We're going to have an upcoming card set coming very, very soon. Going to be on MajorPodMerch.com. MajorBendies.com. Get your Big Rubber Guys. Get your Bendies on MajorBendies.com. Whatnot. I'm on Monday, 5:30. Brian, 6:30. I heard Mark's making his return.
Boys and girls, Mark Sterling ESQ
Wow.
on Whatnot. It is official. I have the account situated. It is ready.
Watch out for
my-
flying pigs on your way home.
My
tonight,
question
folks.
to you guys is, next week you guys are doing the pod normal? I mean, you're doing Whatnot normal, both of you
Yes.
guys? Okay, so then I am going to announce
Let's hear it.
the next...
Look at him digging through his calendar. He doesn't
I'm
know
looking
what
at
he's
the,
doing.
There's no clue.
Next Tuesday, May
Tuesday.
7th. Next Tuesday, May
The day?
7th
It's the dance?
is the dance. I have so much stuff. I have Power Down figures. I have Ultimate the Coliseum collection figures in box. And I never said this before, but I'm saying it right now. Giveaway on the show. Big Rubber Guys. Demolition.
Oh, shit.
brother.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Free.
Okay. That's serious.
Big Rubber Guys. Demolition.
Well, Whatnot, you'll be missing it if you hear this Friday, and you'll be definitely missing it if you watch it on YouTube on Saturday, because May 2nd, Card Night is back on the Myers Wrestling Channel, and I won't be alone. I will be with the TNA World Champion, my good friend
love this.
Moose, doing a live autograph signing. He'll have 8x10s cards, potentially ring-worn gear, as well
cool.
as ECW legend, Sign Guy Dudley, a.k.a. Lou E. Dangerously. Also, 8x10s, cards, things for sale, live. Stuff's going to be a lot of fun. It's Card Night. It's back May 2nd on my channel, as well as my every Monday show you can check out.
Pretty damn cool. Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George goes backwards, a trip down memory lane, learn about the Major Pod history. And then every 2 weeks also, we're going into the vault, the Major Marks, the Patreon vault. So the newest episode of FWF's got to be coming soon, right, Mark?
It's out. If you're listening this Friday, it came out yesterday because it's every Thursday.
Yeah.
FWF Pay-Per-View 1. 2 weeks ago, you saw the draft, me versus Matt. This season was a rearrange of the Jax, Toy Biz, ECW, Original San Francisco Toy Makers thing, right? So we did a redraft, starting fresh. I took over Thrill Zone. Matt continued on with Turmoil.
The A show.
And this was Pay-Per-View 1. I did it in a hotel. I did well, not great. So bad that when so many people made fun of me, I blocked them. I blocked Joe Shoes. And he was very upset.
Unbelievable Mark Sterling overreaction.
Totally.
Wow.
But guys, what you're going to hear is a really, really bad performance. But let me just tell you, I pull it together. As the season goes on. I would love you guys to check this out. I am very proud of FWF Season 2. So is Max Smashmaster.
I bet you are. All right, some plugs. This Friday, today if you're listening, Tampa, Florida, I have a big announcement at GCW.
Whoa.
Just because I'm injured doesn't mean I'm out. So I'll be making towns, baby. Stick to my calendar. You'll see me tonight, Tampa, Florida, GC Dub.
Well, I guess that means we'll be going head-to-head because the system is taking over TNA Wrestling Under Siege live from Albany, New York. We are back at the Washington Ave Armory. In the main event, the system with Alicia Edwards taking on Speedball Mountain. How did they get in this match? And Broken Matt Hardy. It's a 6-man tag match live on TNA Plus Friday, April 3rd. And don't forget, May 4th, we'll be taping 2 episodes of TNA Wrestling in Albany as well. So big weekend for the system and TNA Wrestling.
Brian, maybe I'll take a drive over to Albany, check you out at TNA because I got nothing going on. There's no collision this week.
That's a long drive.
Say hi to the boys.
It's not long. That's not long for me.
No.
Albany's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's barely 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, well, is that it?
That's it. We're out of time.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with a captain's log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.